so we are up to session number 22 in our Star Wars storyline. And that is session 1301 since I started running again after taking a break.
Quite a bit.
Well, I had approximately 500 games before I started that count.
Yeah.
But I took time off so other people could run games. Didn't last very long. Okay, so we'll do our online people today. So online, first up we have Stefan.
Hello. I am playing Kadkia Sukbren, who is the survivalist of the group and avid gambler. Currently, well, last I think we were following a lead to do with the aid.
You were particularly following a lead for the aid. We left off one of the checks, which we will do before we pick up with the second week of stuff that you're doing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get to do 3 weeks of investigations before you have to build a report, whereas the other group have 4 weeks because 1 week per difficulty of the check.
Yeah.
So if you're doing putting a report with no difficulty dice, then you don't actually get to do any investigation. You just make it up.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm a part of the own stuff to do it.
Okay, so, but it's surprising you can actually make up something that's impossible for someone to break because there's no difficulty dice against you. Okay, so besides our ranger and Kia, we have Ross.
Yes, I'm playing Khalid, the assassin enforcer, who's basically currently just been patrolling the streets and that, just doing some further investigations of any of the. Oh, great! Now I'm being mugged by a cat. Okay, a street cat has now come up for attention, so I'm currently doing that. Yeah, so basically, just doing some following up on what the aid's been doing, keeping in the background, things like that.
So you've been assisting Stefan in his shadowing investigations.
Yeah.
Also online, but only listening at this stage, is David. He'll get back to us when he's got better reception.
He's playing the nicest druid in the entire universe. He's always nice.
Druid?
Druid. Oh, no, it's
Droid.
Droid. Sorry, wrong
Yeah,
guy.
the word sort of,
So he's a wooden droid. A droid made out of wood.
There you go.
A B1 unit.
Might as well be.
He's very nice to Piper. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so at the table today we have Mark.
Playing the wonderful Piper rhetoric, not just Piper to her friends and everyone who doesn't like her.
So Piper to everyone then.
Piper to
her friends and everyone who doesn't like her.
Yeah, she's going through some hard times and wondering why the world has been so mean to her. And while occasionally getting looked after by a droid. I don't want to read what he said. I really don't want to read what he said.
So David's response to the he's a bit wooden was he wouldn't hesitate to murder you.
Yeah, Piper still doesn't realise how evil David the droid can be too. Yeah? But she thinks the droid's a nice person. So, yeah. Anyway.
Well, at least you think of the droid as a person instead of luggage or something to step on.
That's true. That's true.
No references to Stefan's character whatsoever that implied.
No.
I'm sure Stefan doesn't buy it.
That's funny.
Oh.
What did you say?
Stefan said don't pine over it.
Oh no, it started already.
The wood jokes are starting.
It started already.
Well, it could always be a splinter. Okay, so Mike, you're up.
Yes, I am playing eBayer, a Jawa who
Entrepreneur,
a esteemed gambler and some mechanical skills. I have my own car. it brings all the female Jawas, and
But most people ask the question, how can you tell?
well, I mean, it's too complex of an explanation for this time slot. And yeah, I use my Jawa cousins on the planet that we're on to help us in our investigations.
We also have Kesley.
I am playing Chaotic Cape Weird, the martial artist, now Sector Ranger, aka somehow in charge of all of these people by some weird use of the Force. And
But by being the most practical and pragmatic of the group, you became the leader.
exactly. So she is trying to assist everybody in their investigations and just trying to make it so that nobody actually,
Guys,
quote unquote, accidentally dies. That is the main goal.
This
Just make
time-
sure people don't die. That's it. That's the only goal.
what about the bad people?
It just makes sure they don't die without proper process.
No
I don't
collateral
want to do the
damage.
paperwork.
I can understand not wanting to do the paperwork.
Make sure they unlive.
I would actually like. No, go on. Go ahead. Completely rephrased.
I can imagine David saying something right now. There you go.
Okay, and we also have an Ariadne who'll be at the table shortly to give a heads up on her character. So, last session we did have a bunch of people doing investigations. You were following up on the bombing with interviewing suspects. You spent another week going through the forensics which had been gathered. And a couple of you decided to go after the governor's aide, who you believe is crooked, and you had trying to be around at the right time to notice what's going on, such as staking the guy out, required you to do some resilience. To then follow him without being picked up, you had to do some stealth. And the check we missed was, did you actually notice anything important while you were doing it? So, luckily for you, there was nothing really bad happening, so I will do the roll for you guys now. But between Ross and Stefan, what is your perception?
I've got one skill in it.
You've got one skill in it. Do you have any, what's the attribute it uses?
Cunning.
Cunning?
Cunning. I am the average cunning, so 2.
I think I've got cunning 4, but
Yes, Stefan has
I
4
believe you
cunning.
do.
He has 4
And
cunning
you
has
get
1
one
skill.
upgrade from your, well, 2 upgrades actually, from the checks you've done previously. And it's a difficulty of 3, so into perspective, that is the dice pool. So it's actually not too bad. It is 3 yellow, 1 green, 3 purple. Which does turn out to be quite a successful run on that one.
Nice.
For you, on the website tell you what the extra
Oh,
does.
right, okay.
I can't remember because I just keep forgetting.
So that was, in the end,
1.
6 successes. And 1 disadvantage. They call them threat, but when you have triumph and threat, it sort of gets a little confusing. And when you have advantage for another one, it also becomes confusing. Trying to make sure I don't have to deal with nothing particular there. Okay, so you actually managed to do some stuff there. Now, in the second week, while everyone else was doing their forensics, Stefan, what did you and Ross wish to do to try to prove the aide was a bad person?
Okay, so
This is why. This is while everyone else is busy doing other things. Piper was
Propaganda.
in the. No, you did propaganda in the first one. This one was where you were trying to use the droid to then poison the other stuff.
I didn't. No, this wasn't me.
So in that case, you can probably help them if you wish to, unless you want Piper to go off and do something else.
Piper wants to relax for a week.
Okay, so Piper spends nothing on that week.
All I would do is help Betty around the office.
Probably trying to find out what any connections he's got. So probably be using Streetwise or something like that.
Okay, so you want to do some digging into his past?
Yeah.
It's basically, we put the skills associated to the task, so you have 3 things to roll for.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll start off with it being a underworld check,
Underworld, I've got 1 skill in that.
and then it will be a streetwise check,
I've got 2 skills in that.
and then it'll be another perception check.
Yeah. Okay, got 1 in that.
Okay, so you've got 1 in underworld.
Yes.
What is the
Intelligence it's based off.
So it's intelligence.
Yeah.
Do you have a high intelligence, or does?
No, I'm average.
And
I'm average,
Stefan,
yeah.
I believe, is also average.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's the Jawas.
Okay, so it's 3 purple versus a yellow and a green. This is to catch them up to what everyone else was doing. So these 2 cancel out. So it is 1 success and 2 threats. Disadvantage. Okay, so that means you you get 1 black dice for your streetwise. Do you have and you also get 1 upgrade on your streetwise check. So what's your streetwise dice?
I've got 2 yellows for that.
You got 2 yellows for that.
Yep.
And what's the attribute?
Cunning.
It's cunning.
Okay, so that means you get
Stefan has.
so that
I've
makes
got
it
4 cunning.
3 yellow and 1 green versus 3 purple and a black. So basically it means that the worse things go over time, the more it compounds until it's a complete mess.
Well, until I get it up to Enforcer, because I can actually get rid of black on Streetwise.
Okay, so triumphs are fantastic.
Ah, cool.
Because the triumphs all carry
So
through
using
into
those
the
star
report.
for Success. 2 for 2 success, and then you've got triumph, which is the other symbol.
We found the smoking gun.
So all
was
those
Piper.
would cancel out together.
Okay, so yep, those cancel out.
And then these would cancel out.
Not those ones.
Oh wait, no.
So
It goes to that one. That's right.
technically that and that, which removes the success from that one, because that one
Okay.
also counts as a success. So you ended up with 1 triumph, 2 failures, and 2 advantages. We'll do a report when you actually how the report works in another session.
Yep.
Because you'll have other things happening between then and now. So that was the catching you up to what everyone else had done during their time off. So you had run around trying to dig into their past. You got to talk to the underworld. And my computer keeps trying to tell me stuff. I don't really want to be told these things, you silly computer. But you can't help it, it must tell me. It's the equivalent of, your computer's going to restart sometime in the next year.
I was like, yes, thank you.
Okay. And Stephen, Stefan, we do have some background noise from you.
Oh, hang on. Yep.
Just thought I'd let you know that there was some noise coming through. Okay, so while you're out and about doing stuff, eBay, you get word from one of your family, Amzoon.
Yeah, I got at the very end of the last session, I got a hollow call from Marketplace to see what weapons are on Bookface.
He's a cousin of Marketplace, right?
Marketplace is my cousin. Or one of my cousins.
Whereas Amzonia Amzoon is one of your however you want to refer to it. Amzoon.
It's family.
Second cousin, twice removed.
So Amzoon is he left you a message.
Yes.
It pops up in your Jawa
Jawa book.
personal comlink Jawa book.
Jawa book.
And he's wanting help tracking down a shipment. He runs a shipping company, and he has a guarantee that he will actually deliver everything people buys from him. And he'd like you to track down where it went missing somewhere in Elrood. And he gives you some shipping details.
Okay. What details do I receive?
You get a tracking number.
A tracking number.
I know what number I want to give him, but I don't think I'd like to do that in PG session. But yeah.
And
I sent you a text, but
Sweet cat.
the massaging person said
Yes. I think the shipment is being shanghaied by his cousin Ish.
legs were
You need to.
spasming. I need to just beat them up so that they can feel.
Yeah. Do you need me to come and help with something?
No, I just want to let you know why I wasn't out here straight
All good. I let people know that you might not make it or you might be late.
Okay, alright. Sorry, I didn't realize that.
All good.
Apologies.
Also said that to Adrian as well.
Oh,
So Adrian could
forgot
tell
to pass it on. So I think he's too concerned about his dog, which is
All good.
fair.
Understandable. I was just letting you know there was no rush. And I said that you'll introduce yourself when you make it, just as David will introduce himself when he gets better reception.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, your friend, family member, second cousin removed, Amzoon, gives you a tracking number and basically would like you to help him fix his delivery records so he doesn't have missed parcels and have to pay people more than the item's worth if the item's not really worth what was in the box.
what is the tracking number?
Make up any number you like. That is the tracking number.
Oh, okay.
So basically a 24-digit alphanumeric.
24 digits. I was thinking like 6.
No. ID 10T.
Oh yeah. ID 10T 666.
8675309.
543211234.
It's basically because it's a futuristic setting where so many parcels get sent. They need to have large tracking numbers.
17. 17.
Just that's both stuff on the front.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow. No one Jawas it. Jawas. That's right, I shouldn't be there. I'm not listening.
3, 24. Alright.
And he was hoping you would. So Ross has piped in that. So would Ross like to spend a destiny point to make that happen?
Yes, please.
Oh god.
Okay. So we do have destiny and force points, which I will use some dice for. Wherever I can find the dice I normally use for that. Amusingly, I have dice all over the place, hidden for various reasons.
Behind the light there.
These will work for the moment. So we have. It should be roughly 6 points for the group, and I was going to have 2 for me. Represents what the current points are, and if we need more points, I've got more dice. I always have lots of dice. Lots of black dice and lots of red dice. So we shouldn't have more than that. Actually, we've only got. I'll cover all the needs for it. Place to put things without taking up the whole table. Trying to make everything fit in a house that small is always interesting. Okay, so having spent a destiny point to make something happen. So he believes that it was taken by rival family members Ali Epps and Ali Bab. So that's where you can actually spend the useful points that can help you in dice rolls to change the story.
I like it.
That's why I asked when someone makes comments, would you like to spend a destiny point to do that?
Yeah.
And they also noted down that the person who paid for the shipping says he should have sent it Imperial Express instead. So he may lose business if it doesn't get delivered.
You know, I'm back at the barracks. People think you killed Jawas. Just saying.
This is after you've spent the week doing nothing.
Oh no, but if it comes back to it, yeah.
I can kill Jawas myself.
Okay. So,
Pretty good.
I bet it's
Especially if they're family.
Yes.
good. I don't care if they're family or not.
That's what I'm saying for him. He's lost lots of family members.
And I'm trying to improve my power in the Jawa community.
Well, if there's less Jawas a higher rank than you, then obviously you're the most powerful Jawa around.
Yes, exactly.
What? Starting a Jawa harem?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the Jawa with the bling.
Yeah. It's all about the blink.
Tawinigan, yeah.
Okay, so yes, you get that message. You get a transponder, so whenever you're in the right system, it will ping where you're close to the package. It's associated with the ID code. When you put the ID code into a computer and you're in the same system, the transponder will give you it's in that direction.
Can I look at the transponder now to see?
Not in the current system.
Oh, right, okay. Just checking.
Always useful to check these.
Yes, because you travel all over the galaxy to find out you had to go back to where you were.
Which is not the first time that's not happened.
No, it's been.
Or the first person you speak to in the storyline is the major villain of the entire campaign that you decided to skip because he didn't look interesting and you were just starting out.
Been there before.
In some of my games, yes.
Isn't the moral of the story that the players are the real villains?
In a lot of the stories, yes.
Well, if they're a droid, yes.
Well, waiting for the comment.
I know, right? Just waiting for that.
He's currently not online.
Oh, that's alright, that's okay.
He'll be back later.
Don't worry about that.
Hashtag Skynet.
I'm glad he's not messaging. My phone's broken.
He'd probably be sending you things and he doesn't know your phone's broken.
Oh no, I'll wait till afterwards. I'll tell him, yeah.
Okay, so yes, you got that message from your Java extended family. And you've got people to chase down. You've got a tracking code which putting it into systems will tell you if it's been checked in or not, and you'll be able to go to starports and all that sort of thing and put the number in and try to find out what's going on.
So, would I be...
And he says he had guaranteed it would be delivered in the next 30 days.
Oh, I mean, 30 days, it's plenty of time.
Yep.
How hard can it be?
Writing that down.
It's okay. I'm not there. I don't know about this. I don't care. So,
As the great prophet Jeremy Clarkson said, what the hell how can it be?
Especially if I've got one day to go, I'm still good.
Yeah.
we don't have a ship, by the way. Just saying.
Just pointing that out.
I can afford a speeder bike, and that's all I can afford right now. So
You people need to hit up the casino.
I'll leave that to you. And
Is that hold up or hit up?
It's a grey area. It's a grey area. That both begin with H.
And I'm sure having the police for the region on your side won't harm you in any way when you hit up the casino.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
if I don't know about it, I can't get in trouble.
Didn't you just
Somehow I
suggest
feel
you were
like-
going to help?
No, I didn't say I suggested I get involved. I said if I don't know about it, I'm not getting involved. Yeah.
And somehow I feel you would still get in trouble.
Piper does that a lot, gets involved, and she shouldn't do. So she's starting to learn from her mistakes.
Okay. And after your week of relaxation with Betty and avoiding stresses and stuff.
No, I'm just going to help her with just simple stuff around the office. It's not too stressful. Trying to have a nice, relaxing week where I can't do any harm to anyone, cause any problems, and just help out. So yeah.
So nothing major happens for the entire week. And then you have a
First time in a while.
message from an anonymous sender
Ooh.
on your system.
Okay.
It's a series of videos.
Tentacle beak.
You play one?
I'll play the first one.
It's your promotional video. You watch all of it?
Well, I've got nothing else to do right now, so I'll watch it. What is it? The one that I wanted to get rid of? Was it?
Not yet.
Okay. No. So I'll watch it. And what do I say?
What's your character's perception?
2.
2. Is it 2 skill?
2 skill and 2 cunning.
So it's just 2 yellow. Okay, in the first one, it is hard to notice what's actually happening in there.
Don't just look at the dice. Oh no, this is why I don't. This is my character. He's real cunning.
Okay, so
It's like really bad.
technically, so those 2 cancel each other out.
There's not
Yeah.
many blank ones.
And then that one technically cancels out that, so it's just one of those. So you technically fail the.
Yeah, you get 5 threat.
So you get a really bad feeling.
Mhm.
You know when you like hear your voice on a recording? It's
And
just like
you end up with 5 strain.
That's right. I've got extra strain, but I'm down to 7. Does it refresh? Doesn't it?
It refreshes, so it should be refreshed.
Yeah, 7 strain. Yeah.
And so that was quite disturbing. Do you watch the second one?
So what do I see in the video? Like,
It's just this big promotional thing about a big, pretty puff piece. Has you doing a lot of smiling, pointing, song and dance show,
okay.
and it sort of looks interesting. What it almost convinces you to go and sign up.
I feel that I've got nothing else to do, so
You watch the next one.
I regrettably watch the next one. I'm starting to feel that.
Okay, so the difficulty in that one is a little less. The difficulty gets easier and easier the more videos he watches.
but it's a good thing you're not.
Okay, so that is a very interesting role.
Do I pass out yet? Strain?
Okay, so that one ends in second video has two threat disadvantage. So you lose 2 strain from that one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch the next video?
Got 5 left, so I might as well. But nothing. All I can do is pass out, so I'm in the barracks. Can't be anything.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the alien to crawl out of the screen.
Okay, so that one is Technically, that's paired with that, so you end up with one fire all up. That one becomes a single one. That one goes away. So you have on the third video.
No, I can't see the difference yet.
You have a triumph, and you have it's basically a failure, and another disadvantage. So one more string.
4. Yeah.
So that is quite a few string built up. But you do notice that there were Wookiees in the video.
Oh. Oh, this is pretty,
Okay, do you keep watching the next one?
Oh yeah, now I'm intrigued now.
Okay, so that is very interesting, that one there. So I will make that to get rid of that one. I will make that to get rid of that one. So that ends up being 3 disadvantage. And 1 fire.
Another strain.
So that's 3 strain.
Are you?
2 left now.
Okay.
Okay, so do you go on to the next one?
I still see Wookiees in this one as well, don't
No, you don't notice anything in particular in that one. It's just getting you're getting more and more tired just trying to watch these videos.
Can I watch them in bed? So I've passed out on my bed. So.
Pretty much.
Oh, I'll do that next one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, looking at the looking at the 5th video.
Wow.
That's a good one.
So that.
You find Piper, right?
So on the 5th video, you get 1 disadvantage, so 1 strain.
Yeah.
And so I did say there were 5 videos. So the last one was the one that had the whole a little too far video in it. And you, after going through all these videos that were sent to you, you didn't really pick anything up at all.
Well, I looked at the files. I wasn't likely to pick up anything at all in the whole thing.
Oh no, look, it was 2 yellow versus 2 purple. The last roll you had a fantastic chance
I know.
of actually picking something up.
No. I'll just go, yeah, I'm doing it for the team. Okay, I'm going to bed. Yeah. I do have the thing of Wookiees in my mind now. Why are there so many Wookiees in one video? So, in the morning, I can't remember, did I find a way to communicate with the Wookiees in the city at all? Did they tell me? Or?
Not that you remember.
Maybe in the morning, I might want to go
Well,
with...
Your character spends some time going through those videos, so that's you spending a bit of time while
Yeah,
everyone's
cool.
doing stuff.
Cool.
So eBay got his message, you got your message, and next one up we have is a message is left on the system for an Octal Yodel.
What?
One of the characters, one of their code names.
Is that? Who is that on?
That each of the characters from the Mandalorian group got a code
So
for
you
it.
got, you got
Right.
Yeah.
at the top of your name, you've got a code.
Okay.
Well,
So I've got Octus Cap.
Well, because you're a Java with eBay and you've got all the family.
So when you look at the character sheet, or online it had a name.
right.
I can't remember which one it was online, because I know mine had one. But
I know which one yours was.
yeah.
So yours was Capith.
Cap. Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah.
So it actually is Ross's one, Carly's.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was. Okay, that name's familiar. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so you have a spreadsheet of parts belonging to a lost starship that belonged to the family.
Oh, okay.
And these parts have shown up in the Elrood system in the last week. And from what you remember, that was one of the ships that was apparently destroyed on Mandalore.
As with the other stuff that went missing that all of a sudden have appeared.
That is true. It's always interesting to get those things appearing.
Yeah, and again it points to Piper. Because it's her brother.
I know nothing what you're talking about. No idea. I have no brother.
You have no brother?
Well, he's been dishonoured now because he's been using his code.
That's right.
Remember?
Yep.
Oh, using Piper's code.
I remember that long time ago.
Or is Piper using his code?
Was Piper really a... No, we don't know. So many questions right now.
Is Piper Piper? Who are you really?
You're actually Piper's
I-
brother having medical surgery.
I'm trying to think of another name for Piper, but I'll work on that. So, I used to have my phone in there. No,
Ripper!
No, I'm thinking of a Haggis. Yeah.
Bagpipes.
Haggis. Is Piper Piper or is Piper Haggis?
Well, you could be a sheep's goat if you wish to be.
I'm just saying, it's still up to people's person, how they view it.
Okay, so yes, you find it interesting that that was sent to you with your using your personal code to unlock it from the family.
Okay. Does it actually have serial numbers with the associated parts?
It does. They're all from the same starship.
Mm-hmm. And have they just appeared in the market, or where have they been located?
So they have been located in the Elrood shipyards, having been brought into stock in the last week.
Okay.
So someone in your family has managed to track down things that are happening.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like it's going to be a job for some little thieving bastards to backtrack to where those parts came from.
The droids.
No.
Well, there's always interesting things that happen. So you're making sure I get people's names right. And Stefan's character also ends up with a message.
Yes, I believe my code name is Kopf.
Yep.
Qoph.
I think it's QOEH.
Oh, EH, okay.
Which helps that I have it online.
Well, there you go. Yep. I don't know why I put
E for
it
Elrond.
there.
E for Elrond. Okay.
Well, yeah, because I pronounce things badly.
Oh, okay.
H for Hoth. I'll go on. Hang on, go on. I distracted myself.
And you have a message from the Sukrim Consortium telling you how they have lost a ship in Elrood, the Elrood Sector.
Did they give me a tracker or coordinates or?
They do say it was coming in via the Derelin side of the system.
Derelin?
So Derilyn, and of the sector, and has not made contact since it entered our root space.
And how long ago were they due?
They were due to make contact 3 days ago.
You know, it's just rude, really. Just rude.
3 days.
Yeah, they may have forgotten to pay the bill.
I just think my
Are they like, are we talking a trade ship or a...
It's a light transport.
Carrying mobile phones.
What,
And they do shipping for various companies.
yeah, and I assume the transponder codes they're using is under those companies?
Well, they would have their own transponder code. And,
Cool.
and what would you like the ship name to be called?
Oh dear.
That's an interesting one.
Let's
I got one.
You don't want to call it Oh Dear?
no, hang on, I just
There are times I've written
lost
literally
the
down the first things
page.
I
I
said
had a
and it's
good
become
one.
the name. And that name is stuck around for months, if not years. Because yes, I will ask people who
Eagle car,
Oh,
what car, the evil car, I didn't get.
Stephen's book was called.
The evil one was called Car, I believe.
no, in Stephen King.
Book, yeah.
In Stephen King. Christine, yes.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
You want to call it Christine so it always comes back and kills you.
It's not my problem.
probably the HALE ME, the Hail Me.
Okay. Well, at least don't call it Event Horizon.
So HELE what?
So HALE and then ME.
HALE and then ME.
So Hail Me.
I agree with you on the Ross. That's not a good one to come back now.
Okay.
That's usually involved with some dark Sith activity that way.
So yes, it's a light freighter that was basically just doing a milk run, equivalent of dropping goods off, making money for the consortium,
Mm-hmm.
and they're a bit surprised it didn't leave any messages. So they're asking you to, because you're the closest family member, to go check out and find out what the consortium needs.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the stock-like ones, isn't it? Not the next one up, which are ones that the rebel transports use.
Light freighters are used by the rebellion a lot, but the rebellion isn't really that big right now.
No, I can't remember the ships that they use.
So a light freighter is the equivalent of the Millennium Falcon,
Yeah, so it's the stock-like full.
and rarely are stock freighters actually stock.
Mm.
So stock light freighter is generally not a term used; it's generally light freighter.
Okay, cool. That's why I was getting confused, because I thought the light freighters were the ones that the transport class, but that's capital ship scale.
If I need to head off world to find this
We all go.
Derrilin place, do
So,
I need to put in some kind of request with the commander at base?
You will need to request it off the person in charge, and if you have a look on the map, you'll see the yellow line on the map there.
Yeah.
You're at one end of the yellow line, all the way at the bottom right. That's Elrood.
Yeah.
And Derrilin is all the way at the other end of the yellow line.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the trade route of that yellow line across there is the Elrood to Derrilin trade route.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to take a while.
There's a map on mine if you want to look.
Right.
At least it's not on the other side of the galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
Well, they did say I was
That's-
close.
that's-
It would be
that's
awkward
the-
if
that's
it's like,
the exact
you're the
reason they say-
closest person. And the other's like, yeah, good.
which is actually not too hard to do if they're just one system away from you. You're still a closer system.
Mm-hmm.
So that was on trip to Elrood.
They don't know where it was dropping the cargo, just that it came in by Derrilin. Because Derrilin is one of the main entry points into the sector. And while that's happening, the Kesley's character gets a message in for the Octal Nun.
Yep.
From your family. And it's basically a whole family gathering wishing you congratulations on being Sector Ranger, and it's a big whole video with all different family members saying how great you're doing.
Great. Amazing. One single tear. Just it's good.
And most people are going at how wonderful you're making the family look compared to everyone else in the family, including your idiot cousin.
Which one's my cousin? Oh, okay, just my idiot.
Which one's your idiot cousin? That's completely up to you.
Gotcha. I want to say Derek.
Don't you have multiple
Idiot cousin
cousins?
Derek.
Yeah.
I love that it's a single tear, no more, no less. I'm just imagining the second one trying and grabbing it and throwing it away.
It's like, no, you get back in there. Yeah.
Just a question out of the random.
Yeah.
Did Papa walking past when he sees this message or not?
Would you like to spend a destiny point to do so?
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just happen to be walking past as you see a tear fall down, and you. And the screen of all the people going, all the family, 20 or 30 odd family members all cheering Kayana in Kayana's name. And you're realizing that there's no one in your family who can actually send you a message.
I know, this is why I did it for a reason. Probably really sad right now. Because I've got a parent.
I like that you spent your destiny point just to be sad.
Yeah, no, 'cause I just thought I'd just like make you feel bad. And I just go, really? And I just walk outside.
And you walk outside to the cheers of Kayana.
Outside the...
You can hear it because it's going through the system quite loudly.
I just want to find a cafe to sit at or something like that. I just want to...
There's a cafe across the road.
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
I'd go across the road. Can I still hear it there?
No, you can't hear it there, no, but you can hear it in the office.
No, I just get away. I don't want to hear anymore because it's just upsetting me more because of my current family in captivity. So, yeah. My current family is in Imperial captivity.
Which you could have freed.
If I didn't drink alcohol. So, that's okay. That's a part of how Piper's life goes.
That's how Piper rolls.
That's right.
Okay, so we also have, I think that's everyone who's here besides those who are currently missing.
The droid realises he's a human?
I know the droid has an actual message as well.
Oh, that's good.
Which is funny.
Yes.
It's from a Dyson. It sucks.
It's actually from B1N008.
Hey, I'm your
It's
brother.
the serial number on a Dyson.
Even though I'm doing a better job than you. What are you doing? Looking at the drunk people again?
I'm surprised that B1 Noob is still alive.
Yeah.
Aren't
I
they the
thought it
same
might have
thing?
been.
Oh, poor Dave. He can't back himself up here. Oh, well. I'm sure I'll get feedback next fortnight.
I'm sure he will get back to us when he can. Same with Ariadne's character. So yes, so you've got a few things on your plate right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that's what the name would have been.
I'm just going to set a thing. I will not be ordering alcohol. I try
They don't serve any in the cafe.
Good, I'm just making sure, just to make sure there was.
But they got these interesting cakes on special. They just put it in. It's a Carillion delicacy.
No, I'm just going
Cold pretzels.
no.
Very salty, apparently.
Yeah, they make you thirsty. Ooh.
Yeah. Addiction's addiction. So, okay, if I keep seeing a lot of people buy it, I might just have one. And I'll have some water. I'll tell us to have water for the time being, because I'm just things have got to come good eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Keep inside my head, I'll keep saying it. So, and just thought I'll watch the passing crowd to keep my mind off things. So, yeah. And then eventually I'll come back in once I feel that the cheering's gone off, kind of thing. I'll try to know how long
Okay.
it's going to take.
So, while you're sitting down relaxing, you get to make a perception roll. What's your character's perception again?
2. And cunning 2.
2 and cunning 2. Okay, let's see how much you're paying attention while you're doing stuff, because you are slightly distracted.
Yeah, this guy's.
In the sadness.
Okay, so that is quite interesting. So all those ones go away. That becomes a single one of those, and that becomes one of those. Okay, so your time spent doing having cakes and stuff is fine. You're just resting. No one's bothering you. You're ignoring what's on the news.
Yeah.
You're having a good time.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm just trying to not get myself in any trouble, because if someone else trouble to follow me, I'm trying to just keep out of it a little bit. And when I feel it's a reasonable time for the celebrations to finish on somebody's video call, I'll come back inside.
Okay. And so, does any of the characters pay attention to what's happening on the local news?
Yes.
Okay. What is Khalid's perception?
Actually, no, I don't have perception. Bring it back up again. 1
One.
skill, and I'm Joe Average.
Joe average, which is not bad. Okay, so those two cancel out, which is good. So it's actually not too bad. You do pick up on the local news nets. There is a story about Officer Fabio being in an accident off-world, and that's all you pick up. It's on the local news nets.
Okay. Contact. What is actually the local? We're the local law enforcement, or we're the.
You are the people who are the equivalent of what you consider the FBI to a state trooper.
Okay.
You're the people who are brought in to be the heavy hitters dealing with high-level crime, where they have normal police forces dealing with day-to-day, such as parking infringements and all that sort
FBI,
of stuff.
CIA, just put it out there. Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But the thing is that they consider the entire Elrood Sector the jurisdiction.
Yeah, it's
The sector ranger is over the entire thing, whereas the rangers are assigned to a sector ranger.
Okay.
I'm just a FBI subcontractor.
Okay. I'm going to go down to see Betty.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to do this the proper way of requesting information on more about what happened to Captain Fabio.
Okay, she says she'll log it with the authorities and let you know when they respond. But she doesn't expect anything anytime soon, as this is a news report from off-world. They would not have much coming in straight away.
It's just that we've had some cases of ships going missing, so we're just trying to see if this overlaps on a couple of the cases that we've got.
But she does tell you that it originated from the planet Torina.
Where's Torino located?
The major stop before Derelin.
Okay, so it's before Delrin. All the other ones are after Delrin, isn't it?
Well, it's if you start at Derelin, you then go to Torina next.
Okay.
So it's the second last stop if you from Elrood. Or second last major stop from Elrood.
Yeah.
There are a few minor stops along the way.
And also, if they could put in a report of how many ships have gone missing, so we might actually have pirate activity starting up again.
There are quite a few pirates in the region.
Yeah.
One of them being a Wookiee.
And the other one being a Dyson.
Or is the Wookiee called Dyson?
Could be.
Would be interesting, but unfortunately, no. So you got a pirate known as Dorok Zelasta. You got a pirate, Wookiee pirate known as Grakata. Grakata. Also female Wookiee.
I know, don't worry. I'm familiar with what you're going there, man.
But it has grey shaggy hair.
Yeah, not every female Wookiee is the same Wookiee.
Yes, he's a
Sorry,
species
Warren's
really.
fun.
Yeah, they're the two main pirates that have been reported in the region. So if you're talking about pirate activity, you're expecting one of those two to be involved.
I don't know anything about this show.
So, how dastardly are those pirates?
They're enough that they're on the sector wanted list.
I mean, are they ones who actually shove the crew out the airlock, or what?
Some do, some don't. It's pretty hard to tell because the Wookiee is a sole operator and doesn't take prisoners. And Zolasta is a organization and basically has his own fleet.
Okay, so you got one a major organisation. Yeah.
And between the two of them, they are quite a menace. They do get up in. They do get quite up to quite a few different things. So, where would you like to go?
Well, I'm going to get the parts list with the serial numbers printed out, and then going to have a talk to eBayer so he can speak to his cousin Marketplace and seeing if we can backtrack on where these parts actually came from, and seeing if we can actually find out if it was the ship was actually hijacked or was actually crashed.
So Pipe would have walked back in now. Just says hi to everyone. And goes to her room. Does walk past your kind of where you used to. See if you're still talking to your relatives or not.
No.
No. Still give her a kind of really glare and then gives her past.
Okay. So yes, apparently Carly comes to eBay asking for help.
Mm-hmm. I pull out my trusty holo transmitter and call Marketplace to arrange a face-to-face.
Okay. So up on the holo screen, you get a really big blow up of Marketplace's glowing orange eyes, and he's gone for the big head view.
Jeez, Marketplace, learn to place your camera. It's like I'm speaking to Mum and Dad.
No, he's doing that deliberately. You know how envious he is of you.
I paid for big head mode. I want big head mode.
But I know.
All there to see you with, he says.
Yeah, I know size matters, but
I have the best head.
PG man.
That's why I said that's what was I had instead of I give.
That's good.
Okay, so we need some information on. Was it ship
Shipwrights.
ship parts?
We want to backtrack it to where they came from.
Have a spreadsheet in soft micro Excel where we have all the parts, the part numbers, and need to know where they've come from and where they were going to.
He says,
Oh,
Oh no, Joe.
basically, yeah, we want to know where the ship is. Or
well,
was.
his first reply to the where the ship is obviously it's in multiple places right now.
Yeah, no, not now, but was.
He will, but he needs a favor.
What sort of favour do you need?
That's going to be a big favor for you, eBay.
Big
He wants to
favour.
borrow your car.
Big favour from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to borrow your car.
I'm family, mate. What sort of favour is it?
Well, he's doing this party thing, and he really needs a. He's heard of your DJing style, and he needs you to be the face of the party, so he can make all the other Jawas jealous because he got you as the DJ.
I suppose.
I thought you were going to go different, actually.
I suppose because you're family, I could help out, but we definitely need to know the information about the ship. So give us the information about the ship, and I will be the DJ.
Well, he says he needs you to be the DJ so he can get the money to pay for the bride. He needs to get the information about the ship. Things aren't free, you know. It's not like you can just wave your hand and have the rest of your family pay for it like normal, he says.
Well, I'm doing all this work
You will walk past now.
to bring back power into the family.
Just don't gamble it away again, he says.
I don't gamble and lose.
That's the
I-
clarification.
I gamble and win, or I unwin.
You unwin a lot, he says.
Alright, I will be the DJ so you can get the money to pay the bribe to get the info.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Snoop eBayer,
Yes.
Do you need your...
and he's funky Jawas.
Looking for a dance
do you think
crew.
you need a hand from people?
I probably will need some help from people.
Do you want the face of the Empire there?
Oh, I suppose. Well, if I'm bringing in the Jawas, you can bring in everyone else. So that should get us. With that help, should get you all the money that you need to pay the bribe, and
Is it just like you to think there's only one bribe to pay? There's lots of bribes. There's more than one person to grease the palm. You should learn these things if you're going to get into business for yourself, he says.
Without spending a Destiny point, can I overhear that he wants to DJ? Oh, you DJ?
Yes.
I love going to was it Jawa raves? They're the best.
yeah, I know. We have all the best ones on Alderaan.
Yeah, Piper caught some people at the last rave.
What did I do last rave? Did I catch Jawas or something?
At a rave, yeah.
Um,
I'm not coming there, looks like it.
yeah, I think they want a rave, not a raid.
Oh,
GM spends a destiny point to make sure it happened during a rave.
Oh no.
okay. Well, I've been to raves before, I say. Did Marketplace say that knows me that I was at the rave? Or? No, okay, so it's only I know that, right? Yeah, gotcha. Cool, I just want to make sure.
And anyone who was there.
I like raves. Plus, you need celebrity. I'm VIP.
Sure, Piper can come along to help.
And I'm sure having sector rangers there would mean there'd be less issues with security.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe help someone.
So if Marketplace, if I'm supplying the entertainment and the security, you can supply us with some favors.
He is. He's going to grease lots of palms and find out about all these parts for you, because he has to pay the orbital shipyards to actually give him information when he's a Jawa, and they normally hang up on him.
Well,
But when he pays, they don't hang up on him.
Can I whisper something in your ear?
sure.
Hey, being the face of the Empire, did you want me to bring some Empire people along? Can you ask your cousin, isn't it?
I don't think Imperials would like a Java raid.
Marketplace. We can get you some of the recruitment T-shirts.
We need target practice.
In various sizes, Wookiee size and Java size and Panther size. It was.
You just look at me and I say Bantha, I just give you a look. And I go, okay, I'll be back, and I go back to the recruitment office to find out if there's such thing as Bantha size.
Oh, they have many sizes.
Was the first thing that came to mind.
And I'll go and go, there's this...
Yeah, it's called a tent.
I explain it as an interspecies party to improve recruitment for the Empire, and I just need some promotional material.
They say, sure, just sign here.
You know, Papa just puts it like, Mark knows there's a problem. What I'm telling you the three. Using that, because I haven't got anything else that I think would...
What were you trying to use?
Well...
You have education.
I don't have any education
There would be 2 green dice to understand what it is you're signing.
against 10.
Would you like to try to decipher it or just sign it?
Decipher, I've got to decide.
Do it.
Got to decide.
Okay.
You know, you could just put 2 purple, you just could be nice to me for once.
These contracts have not been nice to you in the past.
I know.
That's how you end up in those videos.
So, let's see. You have no idea what's going on in there, and your head hurts a lot. But apparently, you get as much promotional material as you want for the event. They will deliver.
That's gonna go well.
Awesome marketplace. We've got all the
Yeah, sign.
we've got all the shirts that we need.
I know this is going to backfire me, but it's like I'm looking as a team aspect here. So if Pop eventually just cracks it, then it's all right. She's done some good in the world.
Okay.
Not that it's never going to bite me in the ass. No, never.
And they say that they'll get back to you about the serial TV show.
TV show.
Serious.
That you signed up for. As you take stuff as you leave.
So we're now going to have Pipers going down the line of being performers.
Soap star. Yeah.
Well, the soap star for the so instead of just having a series of ads, they're now doing a serial TV show about recruitment.
Nice. Wait, isn't this just G.I. Joe?
Very, very much like that sort of thing.
Okay.
So it's G.I. Joe meets Mexican soap opera.
Yeah, so you got the G.I. Jane telenovela.
The
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I would watch that.
SAS.
Show.
This is going to be chaos.
And apparently your co-star is Chad Hardwick from the other show. It was such a hit that you and Chad together apparently just makes the show.
What do I do with Chad in the other one?
That's the one you're most uncomfortable about.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you went just a little too far for your own comfort level.
Okay.
This is going to become Kayana's favorite show. She's not going to tell you. This is going to be her favorite show.
Okay.
So that they booked you in for 2 days a week of screening.
That's Chris Hardwick.
Different one, yeah.
Oh, can help.
We made it up.
Oh, right, okay.
So much for keeping a low
Just
profile.
think like Dirt Diggler.
Right, okay.
Gotcha.
It's why I get people to make names, and then I keep using that name, and then they suddenly regret making some of these names.
Right.
James Dean, who do you want to go on? Yeah. I'll go
And those names will all be used on a regular basis, or until they kill the character, which is why I believe we have a B1 droid trying to kill the character.
Potentially.
So yes, you managed to get all this stuff. What is Stefan's character trying to do while all that is happening? Trying not to fall off the chair laughing?
Well, that too. So in terms of heading to this other side of the Elrood Sector, what's the process? Like, do I have to hire out a vessel, or what's
You can book transit. It's not that hard to actually book to fly.
Okay. And are these intended as? Well, I think bringing family would be a good thing, but because separating us would be too good, I think.
If you all go in different directions, bad stuff will happen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll send the request for permission from the commander to be allowed to leave the sector and go to that area to investigate something.
Well, it's still part of the sector.
True.
It's just a couple of jumps away via systems.
I might ask someone to go with me, maybe.
I would go with.
So it's actually 13 jumps away, so not unlucky at all.
If I've come back from the brochure and she discussed on it, I just go, can't we just go to the rave first and we all go together?
Yeah.
There's a rave?
There's a rave. See, and I go, eBayer, DJ eBayer is a very famous Java rave thing.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
DJ.
Rave.
As the title.
I have the gold chain with the big clock as well.
Okay.
And
That's what I'm saying is that.
And I'm an official VIP, so I can let you in as VIPs. So I'm doing this as a promotional material. Oh, by the way, I'm in a new soap opera as well.
And have you managed to tell him he's also security for it yet?
Oh, and you're also security as well. So, but you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I'm the VIP, DJ. You guys are security. So and we're doing this tonight, are we? Is that the plan? Is it tonight?
You get back in touch with Marketplace. His big head pops up again.
It's like, seriously, guy, seriously, you need to step back from the communicator.
Well, when you pay for the big head mode, you're going to use it every chance you get. It's not very often you get to use big head mode, is it? It cost me a whole 5 credits, and I'm going to make sure I use that 5 credits, damn it.
PG.
Do you realise you paid 10 credits not to uninstall it? You probably will.
I feel like it would be the equivalent of like this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Instead of this, small little picture of the person, it's this big head.
Yeah. When is this rave supposed to take place?
Oh, I'm getting all the promotional material together. We're going to do it in 3 days' time.
In 3 days' time.
Can I step at the background?
I'm sure we can have all the Jawas in the region join us for that.
Can I expect some promotional material for myself? I say in the background. So.
Yeah, I'm just sort of smirking to myself as they've never been to a Java rave.
Oh,
They're
I
going
have.
deep.
I have, but none of you guys have.
Okay, I've been to one where no one died.
But you didn't know that I was there for that reason, so.
No, mind you, it might be different to the ones in Tatooine.
Okay.
Okay. And that they say they've basically taken over a big chunk of the aqueduct for it.
Good place to have it.
Would it be too much to ask when I was at the promotional office, could I get a outfit for the Manjaro Road from...
You go back and they say, well, it's part of the promotional material for the event. They're more than happy to get you an outfit made, especially to your needs.
Can
to show off all the best qualities of your character.
I'm going to regret what I'm saying. This. Sure, no problems. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So we've got Piper Burlesque.
No, Piper with Imperial insignias in all the discrete places.
Yeah.
I'm doing this with party. Just put it out there.
It's PG after all.
Yes. Yeah, PG. Yes. I'm glad it is.
Are they like secretly QR codes for recruitment as well?
Quite possibly you scan them, and I'm sure there's no connotations there whatsoever.
Ah, Stefan, you used to be a friend of mine. So, yeah.
And probably also ads for the upcoming series.
And the whole back piece of the thing is a screen that displays your different ads. So as you're walking around, you've got all your ads playing behind you.
I knew I asked for this, so I'm doing it for you.
So is Piper being depressed today or not?
No, Piper's okay. Just more that she realises that
She's getting what she asked for.
she didn't what she asked for, but she realises there's a price.
Yeah, but should I actually burst her bubble with the bad news?
And it's up to you. I have no idea what you're talking about. No one's telling me yet.
Okay.
I'll pull Piper aside. Piper, have you heard the news?
What news? Everything's good, isn't it?
Captain Fabio's gone missing.
If I might handle my communicator. I just go, what the fuck?
His ship's gone missing. I've currently put in a request to find out more information, but at the moment,
I know where the
he's
local station where he used to work.
Well, he's been off planet for a while.
Yeah, but I know where he used to hold himself. I'm going to run to that location because I feel that I need to know more. Really?
Okay, so Piper goes off running.
I knew when you said that I was gonna in the back of my mind I had it all ready to go. So I'm going and going.
Run, Piper, run!
I'm gonna go to the office. What happened? What happened to you? I want to know everything.
Well, it's going to take a while to run there.
How far?
yeah, you're going to be out of breath.
Probably about 10-20 minute run.
I don't care. I'm willing to go through that. If I have to collapse and wake up again, so be it.
You have to run for 5 people.
That's one of the things I was holding out for. That was
Okay, and as you're running, you start passing some signs of the purple-eyed Jawa with the bling, and letters in Jawa beneath it.
I can't read your jacket. I'm not. I got one thing straight.
And all these Jawas in the window staring at it, going and making all this Jawa speak, which you have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be there and keep running. If I wasn't in a rush, I would care about that. So,
If you've got it, flaunt it.
why not? Oh, that's everyone's got their skill set. I haven't worked out what mine is yet, but yeah. So I'll keep running to the office while anyone continues on with other stuff.
Okay, so yes, how is Kayana going to solve all these current problems you've got thrown at you?
That's the thing, is like, it seems like perhaps that, I guess the question is, I said I was going to help Katya, so I know about the missing ship, and I know about the ship parts from Khalid, and I want to say that this is probably one and the same. If not, it is what Khalid was saying earlier of pirate activity. So I really do think we need to get the information from Marketplace and just kind of go with that and try to hasten that in any way that we can. I really don't know what to do about Piper though. She's ran away.
The Piper's.
Piper's gone to the
She's a bit
police.
upset.
No, look, I probably would have told everyone. I said, look, I'm going to go find out from the local. They know me.
You ran off first. We'll start off with the ran off because that means everyone is going, Piper?
Yeah, she's probably going to speak to his partner or whatever.
Supervisor, partner, whatever. No, it's only one partner. That's how he works.
So I think Yeah. I would probably see if we can go after Piper.
You ping Piper's comlink, and it's coming from the room next door.
I go to the room next door.
It's sitting on the ground where she dropped it.
I say, God damn it, Piper.
I remembered. Well done.
So I will, I'll have to wait till she gets back, because this is just Piper's behavior.
Well, there's only two areas that you would have either gone to.
The
The
bar.
bar or the police station.
But there's lots of bars. She knows all of them.
Hey, I'm a regular. I used to be a regular dome member, right? In my younger years.
Yeah, I would just have to wait and hope that this is how it goes. I talked to Kadkia to see what other information she has on the missing ship, other than just its name. Does she have any...
The Haumi light freighter. It was supposed to have come in at the other end of the sector, and it hasn't reported in having arrived.
It was coming.
It was
from
coming.
Darlin and
It was coming into.
somewhere-
It was supposed to arrive in Darlin, and it hasn't been registered having arrived at Darlin yet.
Oh, going to Darlin.
Coming from outside the sector.
From Elrood.
From outside the sector completely.
Oh, outside. Okay.
Into the entering the sector via Darlin.
Okay.
As technically that's the shortest path. The coin route is a little longer if you're coming from the core, but closer to the most of the places in the outer ring. Depending on which way you're going is where you're coming.
Do research on what other ships have been declared missing from the area?
Sure, I'm happy to say that with no David online, he will assist you with computer use.
That would be very helpful. I very much just...
Because it's not an easy check to find out what ships have gone missing. Apparently, it's an extremely hard check to find out what ships have gone missing.
Apparently.
So that becomes one of those, and I get rid of both of those two. And so it is 4 failure and 3 advantages. So basically, the amount of ships that have gone missing. There are no missing ships listed anywhere. So obviously, it's happened before it's come into this system, so it's not on any logged flight plans for the sector.
Oh, sure.
I just thought to myself, oh, it'd be helpful in that ship, by the way. Yeah, that's a galaxy map, I think. So,
Finished?
Oh!
no, we're still there, mate.
We're still there, and we just did a. You just helped the sector ranger try to track down missing ships in the sector. Unfortunately, you determined there were no missing ships in the sector.
Cool, no dramas.
No, report sound.
So, while you're doing so, B1337 did get a message.
Oh.
He got a report from B1N008 asking if you'd like his last memory backup on the Confederate system retained, having run out of credits for the account, or it will be erased in 30 days.
Wow, I can't believe they actually kept more B1s around. You're even more obsolete than I am.
Make it easier.
And it was just a message flagged for pay here to retain your memory.
Damn it.
Thank you.
Sure, it's not one of those scanners.
B1 agrees to pay the fee as long as it's not doing your bit.
Okay, the bank that it's listed for doesn't exist anymore. Having been taken over by the Empire not long after the founding of the Empire. As it was a banking clan account number. So you might have to do some research in how to pay to keep your memory back up from before you joined the Mandalorians.
Yeah, I dare say something's going to be different there, but okay, yeah, B1's going to abandon everything that he was doing and go and do some research into that.
So has B1 done an Emperor Palpatine? Cloned himself?
All droids can have backups of their personality
Yep.
stored at various points. And this was before he got a memory wipe when he was recruited to assist the Mandalorian Clan.
Is that through the iDroid setup?
Well, that 10,000 credits has to have gone some way. Could you imagine an army of B1s?
Yeah,
Worst
in
thing
unison
possible.
saying, dumbass.
Be the worst thing possible.
Damn it.
But the floors will be kept clean.
Ooh, okay. Bit of anti-droidness there. But anyway. Okay. If I stop running yet.
So, would David like to introduce his character now that he's back?
Hello, I'm only 2 hours late. Hi, I am David. I play B1337, the most compassionate and empathetic droid you've ever met in your entire life.
Is that the droid?
Definitely not a complete sociopath.
I did say you were the most friendly droid I've ever met.
Yeah, I heard.
And also,
I had perception pretty much the whole time I was connected. I just didn't have the ability to reply.
that was fine. That was why we mentioned that you were there, and I kept reading out some of the text that came out when I could.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mark couldn't receive any text because he forgot to pay a plan.
My phone's dead today, actually, I found out. That's okay.
Well, if he had
We-
the
we-
My
we-
Telstra app on his phone.
Right.
Just happened to be convenient
No such thing
related
on
to
that
the B1's memory backup running out of credits as well.
Yeah.
It's a family thing. Yeah.
And the
This
only
is
thing
what
is, I wrote that
happens.
before I found out about Mark.
I was gonna say, this is what happens when you don't pay your credits. You should be in charge of your electronics.
That's right.
Okay,
And
and
you work in IT.
It's not IT, it's fine. No loss.
and we also have Ariadna.
Also 2 hours late, but I could hear from her bedroom.
Hi, Anna.
Hey, and I am Thea True Striker. Currently a what's it called again? A patrol
Ranger.
You're a
ranger.
ranger.
That's it. That's the word I couldn't get up. But full-time Mandalorian and member of the Star Wars clan.
Just think Chuck Norris.
And grade A badass.
Yeah, Chuck
That
Norris.
works as well.
Chuck Norris.
Okay, so after spending the 2 weeks of the investigations, Thea gets a message for Abdul Zayn, your code phrase in the
Yep.
group.
Yep.
Because I have to remind them of stuff that we had sorted out session 1, 2, and 3.
I wrote it in front.
Not everyone did write it down, so
I wrote everyone's down, so if people don't remember them, I could probably.
which would have been handy if you had been here earlier.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
No,
That's okay.
It's all
It's
good.
just plain.
Kill all meat sacks, but that's just everything.
So I get a message
Yeah.
under my code name.
Yeah.
Um,
And so when you put in your character's code to get into it, because you all have a personal
Yeah.
code, of which we don't have to say.
okay, yeah, but do I need to tell you so that you know? Okay, cool.
You, as long as you know what the code is, it works.
Yeah, okay.
So when I say I can't remember what the code is, that is a problem for you.
No, I forget everything, so I wrote it all down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I changed the code on the luggage.
You see, Ariadna, this is like I can't actually write everything down, so I just play characters that don't give a shit, and
Yeah,
it's fantastic. It works fantastic. I don't have to pay attention. They don't have to pay attention.
that's
Great.
fair enough. Although I'm pretty sure that between Kesley and me, we could probably tell you what you need to know.
Exactly.
Nah, you don't need to write down.
Look, you're suggesting that B1 actually cares about what's going on?
No.
From
Oh,
his
no, that didn't imply any
Absolutely
kind
never.
of concern whatsoever.
You don't care about
I'm
B1?
pretty sure
I'm sorry,
B1 could get through without it. You just, like, kill the meat sacks, right?
No, I killed the meat sacks to get my freaking Pybus family.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Kill the meat sacks
But
in a
also, you just
strategic
executed my Order 66, so I got some bad news for you guys.
Oh,
It's
no.
alright, we're not Jedi.
Oops.
Yep.
Well,
You are all- so go find some Jedi.
all but one of us, maybe.
I think one of us is force sensitive.
Yeah, definitely. One of us.
But no Jedi is she.
Not yet.
Yes,
Not yet.
Jedi is force sensitive. Why, thank you for remarking.
She's closer to the Sith than she's Jedi at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real concern.
Hey, I'm not there, so it doesn't worry anyway.
Okay, so
Just had more fun.
the message that you get is that the True Striker Animal Trapping and Animal Transportation Service needs a cargo picked up from Coin and delivered to Terrinoth.
Oh.
They're having trouble getting it through the blockade at Coin.
Right.
Because
We're on Coin at the moment.
you are on Elrood.
Oh, Elrood. Okay.
So
Did we
the little
come
map
from
up
Coin?
here, you're here. You came from Coin, which is
Yeah.
up
Okay.
here,
Yeah, we started
and
with Coin.
Torina is over here.
So I gather that's something that I would probably seek permission from my section ranger in charge.
Adding one more thing to her pile of things she needs to solve.
Well, I would suggest that if it's just a package, then perhaps me and one other can go and get it.
It's
Well,
a
here's the thing.
bunch of
We got
live
here.
animals.
Oh, okay, yep.
I'm
So
great with
how
light
they?
animals. I can definitely transport them for you.
I think maybe
Did
we'll,
you work on an abattoir once?
yeah. Well, no. I think if they're live animals, we probably does it say what kind of animals they are?
They say it's if I actually use an animal name correctly,
Consult the Star Wars monsters, man.
which I do happen to have.
Yep.
As long as it's not the thing that went through Force Awakens.
The possum things from.
I love this.
It's a Mantalian flutterplume, a bunch of them.
Right, and then Telia,
Mantalian
Telian.
flutterplume.
Flutter.
Fluffer.
Oh, wow, both pretty and
Oh, I
kind of
like
vicious.
that.
So it's Flutter.
So for you guys,
That.
there we go. You can probably see some of that
That
on
thing?
the screen.
Or,
one.
that. So the phoenix.
Yeah,
The phoenix
with
looking
the
thing.
really ugly facial features. And the
Legs.
talons that look.
It hasn't had any coffee.
Yeah, no.
It's
The
the
coffee will
it's
change
the
that
butterface.
Mm.
It's the butterface phoenix.
completely.
It's pretty, but
Do I
Nice.
know anything about these? I presume since my family clan.
That would be an education check.
Yep. So
do not.
I don't think I've got education. No.
Okay.
Maybe intelligence, which are average.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are not common creatures.
What about a xenology?
That is alien species and cultures, not alien creatures. Okay, so apparently you've not heard much about those creatures at all.
Okay. What's the urgency of this mission?
They would like it done sooner than later before the birds die.
Okay.
And if they're caged for too long, they'll probably die.
Okay. So I
Or get stolen.
seek
What planet was yours from?
permission from Kayana to go and collect these
This is
these
yeah.
flutter booms.
Was
Um,
the package that you had to deliver.
And I might ask for
the
someone
Amazon
to
that
accompany me.
He didn't
But I'm not sure
Okay.
who in the
You have to
group
track it down.
right now
Yeah,
is
we've got the tracking number.
available
Okay.
for stepping out and going with me, because I wasn't here for the first 2 hours.
Well, you also find out that a lot of people have side stories that they're trying to do,
Yeah.
and most of them require them going off planet.
Okay.
But you've also been signed up to a jar or a wet rave as security
Okay.
And
So when's the rave
in
happening?
3 days.
In
In
3
3
days.
days. Okay. How long does it take to fly to Coin and the other place?
It would take you probably close to a day or so, depending on the speed of the ship. If you
Yeah.
take public transport, it'll take a lot longer because they generally stop at every stop and take their time.
Okay. And once I got them to the other planet that starts with T that you pointed out,
Yep.
how far is it to go from there back to Coin? Back to Elrood.
It's
sorry.
at the other end of the line. So if you see how there's got this yellow line across here,
Yep.
We're all
you're at this end,
Yep.
and
But
that's
you were
where it is there. Coin is here,
Yeah.
and that's where you're going to deliver it to.
Yeah, so I take it it'd take a day and a half or so to get to Coin, and then probably another day
Depends
to
on the
get to
ship. you
there,
take.
and then another.
you
So
take it- if it-
minimum, I'm going to need 4 to 5 days anyway.
If you take a private ship, you can get there a lot quicker.
Yeah.
If you take public transport, it will take a long time.
I understood that. I have questions I will ask. Can I seek more information about how long it'll take for these creatures to die, so that I can figure out if I can leave them for 3 days and go like on day 4 and then spend the 5 days getting them that. Is there...
Okay, they say that they've got at least another 5 days of food supplies in the crates
Right.
before they start eating each other.
Are food supplies, like restocking supplies, available on Coin?
Generally not in customs.
Okay, but if I take the package and I organise to get food on Coin and then put it in with them, is that more likely to work in a sense of, is it feasible even?
It's feasible.
Okay.
Anything's feasible.
Okay.
Maybe you should ask how big these birds are.
Well, I'm pretty sure my not very good education role ruled out that much knowledge about them. So I don't know if as a player, as a character, I'm meant to know. I'm pretty sure because
Your
of that role
character's
I
not
don't.
actually encountered them before.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Like a wedge tail eagle.
So my
Could be.
next step would be to go see Kayana,
Yep.
Oh, Catherine.
and ask if perhaps Betty can also meet with us. And I explain that I've got to get these animals from one spot to the other. And I ask whether or not the sector rangers have any access to any kind of private starships of any sort.
Yeah, we'll ask Betty in regards to multiple ongoing investigations. Do we have access to a private sector ranger ship that we could get from our what's his name?
Commodore?
Yeah, our commandant.
It would help
Okay.
if I actually had my ear
Oh.
hearing aid in. I take it out when I'm in the shower and then I forget to stick it back.
That's fine.
And then it's like, why can't I hear any? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why is it so damn hard?
Why is Martin being so mean to me?
Okay, so yes, Betty does remind you that there is a starship currently getting refitted.
Yep.
Apparently, they're still scraping off former crew members from the paneling. So it's not considered fit for habitation yet because it's still got a couple of holes and radiation leaks in it.
Okay. Do they know how long it's going to take to finish those repairs?
They're sure it will be done by the end of the week.
Okay.
Which is how many days?
That's about. Let's see.
3 days.
Technically, I've got to go
3
on
days?
day 4 so that I can get them by day
Well,
5.
did you want to do 3 days as a spending a force point?
Yes, please.
Okay, you can spend a force point and say it's 3 days.
Okay.
That's what part of the thing of spending force points for is you can change the story by spending force points.
So that
We
means
spent a few so far, but it's fine.
In good ways.
I realise we're supposed to.
Oh, well.
So yeah.
I think so.
Just that when you run out of them, you can't spend them.
It's better than when you guys first went off looking for bounties without me.
So yes, so you find out you've been signed up as security for a Jarrow,
Yeah.
or what rave. You find out that Piper has signed up to be in a new soap serial about Join the Empire
And
Okay.
with Chad Hardwick.
the one from the video that we didn't want to watch, yeah?
Okay.
Think
yeah.
of G.I. Joe
Yeah,
mixed
yeah.
with a telenovela.
And a bit of Basic Instinct thrown in.
Yeah.
And
Oh god,
I
no.
don't know if did Ross tell anyone but me so far.
And Betty's put on the network that Officer Fabio has had an accident on the planet Torino.
Okay, is that the same plan I'm meant to get my animals
It
to?
is. So I
So
planned
I
this.
could take.
Yep, I planned this out. So
It's a good.
This
The
is why
job-
she's
this is
the.
why. So the
person
Java
in
needs to
charge.
find a package. There is a missing ship around Ireland, so that's going to be stop number 5. There are missing parts, which we're getting the information for by going to the Java thing.
Mhm.
There are the animals that we get from Coin to Torino, and then
And then-
Fabio is missing and injured somewhere on Torino.
Yep.
So, 1, we need to do the Java thing.
Yep.
2, if the Java could maybe do a little research on that package that he needs to deliver.
Yep.
And
And I will also use the time between now and the Java to
3,
research.
we get to Coin and get the animals from Coin to Torino.
Yep.
4, we try to see what we can find out about Fabio.
Yep.
5, we go to around Ireland to try to find the missing Mandalorian ship.
Okay. Yep.
There's a lot of things.
The only problem I can see with
I
this
might
pilot
borrow
is
your
Mike.
notes
Might say proper.
a little bit later to write
Because
it
I might
down.
not be able to join the guys.
If you can read it, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay, they've got to set all this stuff up first, so you might have a week or two before the production starts.
Okay.
Because I have dealt with doctors. for
They haven't given you a
years,
start
so,
date yet.
Yeah.
They just said what you signed up for. And by the way, Piper has a new suit done up for her free of charge, which as she walks, all her ads are shown on her back.
Okay.
Almost like a
And
NASCAR
there are
outfit with scrolling.
Imperial logos covering up the naughty pieces.
Okay,
Which,
that sounds classy.
Which we're told are QR codes for sign-up recruitments.
Again,
I can just
even.
see B1 hacking the back of it and putting
Yeah.
his own ads on there.
Oh yeah, I absolutely see B1 doing that. Propaganda to kill all the meat sacks.
And as soon as Ross, the party doesn't know except for Ross seeing me run off, but I'll run off to the local police station where Fabio used to work just to find more information.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now to switch over back to Mark, as it's been a while since you ran off. As you reach the place, there seems to be about 20 or 30 young women out front of the office with glow sticks. Doing a glow stick vigil, having
With
been there,
Fabio?
yeah, for Fabio,
Yeah.
with little signs saying "We miss you, Fabio."
I'm walking right through. If anyone gets my way, they get out of the road.
You get lots of hugs from people there because they all miss Fabio too. He's the best.
I want to get. To
They
the
love
front.
their dinners with him.
I get the front thing. Do I see a friend of Fabio that I might know?
There is Fabio's superior officer.
I make myself noticed.
What does he call her? I keep putting Mark on the spot here.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. What I'm going to call her.
You with the tits.
Captain Rock. Or Captain Dwayne Johnson, what do you want to call it?
Dwayne Hawk.
We've already got
So,
Dominic.
because there's officer
Johnson.
being who's so rank above that would be
Sergeant.
Well, you could call him Captain Mahoney.
Sergeant Johnson.
Oh yeah, Captain Mahoney's a good one.
Yeah, Sergeant Mahoney. Yeah. there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sergeant Mahoney. Okay.
Police Academy.
I'll get at the front, and if Sergeant Mahoney's there, I go,
Yes, she's there. As I said, also she is. So
Yeah.
Sergeant Mahoney.
Sergeant Mahoney.
Which one are you? She pulls out her thing and flicks through a list of things.
Piper, Redrick.
Wait. Yeah, okay, you're on here, Piper. Yeah.
What happened? I just heard the news.
We're still waiting on confirmation. Just that he was reported having an accident on Torino, but no other news has come through.
Because he was looking for something for me, and I'm just wondering if you know any more information, because I can go check.
Just what the news has said.
As a friend of the, Ranger.
It's been on the news all morning.
I know, but I want to know more than you. Do you know anything else I could use?
She says she doesn't actually get a lot of information from Torino.
Yeah,
Is
because
it-
she's a local.
Torino.
Is he in a hospital? Anything? Do you know anything at all that could help us?
He's on Torino. At least she thinks he's on Torino.
Okay. I slowly walk back, but not run back to the...
She says as you're walking away, I suggest you ask the Imperial authorities. They seem to have more information.
Yeah, I know them. I'll have a talk. Okay.
Piper's one of many.
They're making you feel real special right now.
Anyway, so so I'm walking back, but I don't have my comm thing with them, do I?
No, you left
No,
that
you
behind,
left it.
remember?
So when I get back to the barracks, I want to talk to Betty if she can find any more information about from the Imperial side.
You're walking, Betty says she's already investigating information on Fabio as requested by the team.
Okay. Cool.
Before you ran out, she was going to tell you, but you ran past her.
Oh,
I thought if the local authorities might
that's
have more, but it
gorgeous.
looks like you guys know more than me.
It's just visual.
Thanks, Betty. Thanks for trying. It's okay.
If it happened in the city, these guys would know.
Yes, I know.
DJ Jawa.
What?
I love it.
DJ Jawa. I'm gonna put it on the dice cam so you guys can
That's
see
just
this.
gonna have to be your profile photo now.
Hold on.
There you go. If you can see DJ Jawa on the dice cam, you can see it there now.
God.
Anyway, so when she wanted back to barracks, if
And then you make it back just after the others have had all their discussions of what they're doing.
I look back, I've run a marathon, just like,
Could have borrowed my car.
oh yeah, I suppose so.
Does it run right now?
Although I would have had to drive.
I look at Piper and I'm just like, I hand her back her comm. I'm just like,
There's a crack in it.
please, just keep this on you.
Yeah, I'll throw it back on the floor, go to room.
You hear another crack as it hits the ground.
Yeah.
As soon as you put it in your ear, wow, you're a dumbass.
If it wasn't PG, I had a few words for you right now, but it's okay. But anyway, I'm just going to go back to my room and go. I just go, yeah, out of the frying pan, into the fire, into the second fire, into the coals. It's like, yeah, so.
Wow, I didn't know your mother raised such a stud.
Every moment.
I was about to say, your mother died. You knew that. No, I thought you want to get that. Oh, just shut up. Just shut up, droid. Go back to doing whatever you should do. So.
What, you mean like looking after your overall welfare and making sure that you stay alive? Yeah. What an asshole.
Yeah, you definitely.
To be fair, Piper did experience a major trauma when she was a tween, and so she is emotionally stuck at that age.
That's right.
That's not an excuse.
But I'm going with it.
There's a reason.
And I'm sure she'll keep saying, it's not my fault.
It's like, you're not my real dad, Dr. Chuckles.
You're not my real droid.
You're adopted.
Yeah, and I'm sure that there will be a lot of, you're not Warren.
Nah, I don't want to use that because you've got a buyback on that one.
No, please do. I've got it lined right up.
Yeah, I might have said that once, okay?
You mean I'm not the person whose name you completely made up as a slave?
Yeah, I know. I knew this was coming. I knew that was coming. That's why I didn't say it. Just shut up. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready for my soap. Yeah.
Okay.
So, just to quickly check, eBay made a deal with his marketplace Jawa friends to do security at the Jawa rave
While
in
he
order
DJs.
to get more information about a package he got that's lost that he needs to...
No, to actually get information about the parts
Ship parts.
that were
Oh, the ship parts.
the ship parts.
Okay, yep.
That's for Ross's side.
So not convoluted at all.
Yeah.
I just made sure I was getting it straight before I wrote it down because I don't want to have
And
to write it again.
I've decided to make the rave really good so we can have extra money for the bribes.
Yeah.
So, because I made a deal with the Empire for extra promotional material and had to sign a contract, so I'm now on the soap.
Yeah, you're
I
so
know, we
good.
can have a little gambling table at the rave.
Cadkey like that. And
I feel like Kakia would be on.
And I'm pretty sure eBay is on board with that.
You're going to step on a lot of toes with that.
So does Piper invite any of your Imperial friends along?
Someone's getting arrested.
Okay.
as,
The person we gave the sword to, do I remember who it was?
Yes, that was Officer Sandimo, I believe.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Sandimo.
Yeah, he was the security intelligence.
He's the police investigations. Criminal investigations. So you want to take the criminal investigations to a Jara rave?
Yeah, no, because I
I
had
was
no.
gonna say, Sandima's our friend.
No,
But I don't know if we're that kind of friend.
Yeah, we don't know what kind of friend he is.
I
Just
mean,
now.
like, he's pretty chill. We like him.
He might actually enjoy a
Well,
Jawa rave.
I'm considering I am the promotional piece for the Empire. I just invite if you'd like to come along, you could. We're trying to promote
For
recruitment.
the love of God.
You weren't here, so shush. But I wanted to have a discussion about possibly if we know what happened to this sword, just as a side kind of.
It's been logged until the case is closed, he says.
Okay.
Like all evidence stays in locker until a case is closed, no matter how long the case is.
So if the case is completed, would I be able to possibly get that back as a souvenir of what happened? Or?
He's more than happy that something like that can be worked out, but he can't release any evidence until the intel has been solved and the mysterious intruder of your station has been incarcerated for blatant criminal activity.
So this could take a while, you're saying?
It could be tomorrow.
It's whenever there is justice.
So I can either dob in the Wookiees or...
No, they've already got Wookiee hair as evidence as well, remember?
This is why Kayana, like, really likes and respects Sandimo. He does everything by the book.
I know. I'm happy with it, and it's just trying to...
But he's more than happy to come along to, you said Jawa Rave?
Yeah, we have a...
He's heard of those. He says that they're a breeding ground for the corrupt and illegal activities. And he gets so much evidence and probably put most of the Jawa clans in prison for the rest of their natural life.
You've forgotten where that rave is, right?
That would be fantastic intel, sender, and he'll make sure that he can get as many troops as possible to help show up and...
Look, I think...
Give them the wrong address.
It's in 4 days.
So, you remember when you said that you were going to make sure that the raid was awesome?
Yeah, I'm just thinking this to myself right now. Yeah, I could make it really awesome.
And look at this way, you get so much kudos for basically dismantling the Jawa underground. There would actually be absolutely no more illegal Jawas running the streets after this. This would be so fantastic. They nearly all the Jawas in the sector show up for such things.
The keyword of rave is criminal.
Have you ever heard of a legalized
Sometimes
sanctioned
it is a
rave?
nice rolls.
It's more a concept. It's like Andre
yeah.
Ryu.
Yeah. He might
And while you're having this
There's also
conversation,
Darth Maul's position, but
so just pausing that for a moment. While you're having that conversation, you get a response back from Marketplace saying he's lined up the weapon sellers, the ship thieves, basically every criminal or group and clan coming in to do their wares and do their black market auction. They've got some of the best goods they've had in a long time coming in for the black market. Premium stuff. So they'll definitely be able to make enough to find out the information you're looking for. If not, have someone there actually be able to tell you where they sourced it, if the Jawas got it. Because Jawas pretty much get their hands on everything in this sector, or they try to, because that's their
I know what I
motto.
have to do now. I know what I have to do now. You put it in one direction, Martin. You only can put it in one direction with this.
Well, it can go any direction you like, but the thing is, I actually had storylines in mind, and you take it wherever you want to take it.
Yeah, so Piper again is going to screw up another raid.
No, Piper's going to put the opposite direction to the a different kind of if the raid's over here. Piper's going to go to the one over there.
It's at a church.
Yeah, I'm going to the church one, okay? And I'll say
church rave where they've got just glow sticks.
And I'll just say that's what I've been told to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, so if it looks like I actually might have got told the wrong information, it wasn't me causing the problem.
Okay, so you want to embarrass San Demo?
I'll just say, look, I'm going
No, I'm just saying that I'm happy with that, because that would be an interesting kickback.
I know. I'm just saying I got told the wrong information because I got told to come as part of the
Okay, so yes.
Keep in mind, he's putting together a whole, riot gear.
But
Well, we can get all that from here.
So basically, you're getting.
And we can get a ship.
You get a report coming through, a notification to you
ship.
from San Demo
A
that
ship.
there's a report of an illegal rave
We're sector
happening.
rangers.
He gives the details of a church on the outskirts where you met the Wookiees
Okay.
in that area.
Doesn't matter that the serial
Would say
number's
that
been
one.
filed.
Well, you didn't meet the Wookiees at a church.
Ship.
A church near where you met the Wookiees, because you haven't been to a lot
It's
of
a
different
fast
places.
ship.
I'm
And you want
pretty
to be
sure
as
our
far away
employees
from the
would
rave
have
as
a problem
possible.
with that.
Oh, wouldn't it be
We
great
can
if
paint
that's
some
where
serial
the
numbers
Wookiees are
on
hiding
I'm
out?
not technically disagreeing.
why do I feel that I'm going whatever direction I go?
It is a ship.
And how they're pulling in all the police forces from the city, as well as requesting all Imperial support to happen for that, and seeing if you
Church
have
is gonna be
availability
going off.
to assist in the capturing of this illegal Jawa rave that is also one of the biggest black market operations
The happy clappers won't know what hit them.
that should be happening this month.
You know,
It's happening. Oh, wait, you didn't tell him what day, did you?
They got the date.
Oh, we have the date? Okay. Yeah, I will, I guess, reply with, I will try to put forces together and I will message you back with what we can provide.
Mhm.
That is all I tell him.
I'm going in disguise in my suit, so yeah. I'll say, hey, just let me go in through before I give the signal, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Oh, this is going to go so bad. It's right now.
I will get in touch with our market and actually advise him no drugs.
That you can't have a rave.
Unfortunately,
No drug dealers as such. You're not
That's
going
the
to be
other
selling
part,
drugs.
right?
You can give it away, but you're not having any drug pushes.
Unfortunately, you don't have access to Market's contact details because eBay is the family member with it, so you have to get eBay to make the call.
Okay.
Can I go for a drive with eBay after all this has happened?
Possibly.
Don't toss him out of the land speeder.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So you do get from Khalid saying no drug sales.
I pull out the hello
Because market knows my view on drugs.
call.
And you get big head mode again.
It's like seriously.
3 times in one day. Whoa!
Seriously, it's like talking to my dad.
Just getting my 5 credits worth.
It's like talking to my dad. He puts the phone on video
Oh.
call and then puts it up to his ear. And he does. I'm not kidding.
That's okay. My mom's always like,
Jesus Christ, Jesus!
No, he puts it on the video and then it's like,
You right there, David?
it's like you need to use a cotton bud.
Just white-tailed spider just walked on my hand.
my mom's only
I said,
Yeah.
Can't understand how horrible that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you've got marketplace on the thing with you.
Okay.
It says, did you want us to get anything particular in?
Well, we definitely need a ship.
Well, we've got quite a few shipjackers. That one of them might be able to source one for the family,
yeah. Well, I mean, and
or have family rates at least.
and it would be nice if there was like a gambling table.
Oh, we got plenty of those.
Good.
We all the games are rigged, of course, but that's what you expect.
Yeah. Well, it's that's what they do at the casino.
It's who's the most crooked wins.
We
Joe gambling in the underworld.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just feeling when I'm going the other direction.
and we some weapons because we can make some good money.
Oh, we do have the some of the best weapon sales. We got this line from Crimson Dawn and another one from Black Sun and from the Hot Cartels.
message tone alerts the Jawa.
Now, we do have some difficulties in that we basically can't have any drugs.
Well, as long as you don't imbue them, I have no problem with that. We're not forcing people to take it.
As in, you may have drug dispensing machines, but you cannot have any drug dealers selling.
Can we auction instead?
Auction drugs.
It's a bit of a great. Well, I mean, we can make some amazing money off that.
We could because we can sell it in bulk.
There we go.
Another loud message tone alerts the Jawa.
How is it
Two unread messages.
get the shovel, look at the hole you want to dig, and then hand the shovel to eBayer so that he can get as deep as he
I
can?
know. No, I'm going the other direction. It's me that's going to be in the grave of the shovel I dig.
Someone not. There's going to be
You
clocks
just
everywhere.
watch. Next Christmas, I'm going to give you like a little camping shovel.
So,
Get the
David,
matching
just to put
ones.
it into perspective, eBay promised the Sector Rangers as security for this underworld criminal enterprise. So the police are technically security. So you got the FBI to provide security for you. So you can have all these illegal activities happening.
I'm just waiting for a certain person to finish that video call.
So
Someone not. The bots are going to be everywhere.
we Marketplace. We have heard that there is going to be a severe concentration of police and Imperial forces in the area. However,
We're underground. They really come underground.
However, they'll be going to the
Other side of
to
the
the local church,
Wait.
the Belton Hill.
That will be.
Yeah, that's good. Just fake it up as a rave, and just fill it with churchgoers. You can just swing their glow sticks around.
so-
That's
I hear they've got a event happening on that day.
it. Just hand them out free glow sticks and tell them that it is a representative of God lighting up their life with the knowledge that He is taking care of them.
It's Happy Clapperama.
Don't worry. If they raid that, it'll be hilarious. He says.
Yes, it will be.
What would be even more hilarious is if they are having that and they are just off their faces connecting with God.
Hey, and then I come in with my rave outfit, just join the Empire with flash, 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 flash on the lights of the thing. Where's the rave? I'm here for the rave.
And yeah, so remember, I'm being the DJ for this, and we need some info on some a tracking number that I've got, and we also need to find some missing parts.
So, okay, he's already started greeting palms. He's sure he will have answers for you at the rave, but it is taking a while to get people to actually return his phone calls. He has built a few bridges in his time.
But I gave you all those phones last time.
He knows. He unsold most of them.
He unsold most of them.
Unfortunately, they were for a network that doesn't work anymore, and people complained, and he said the fine print was, well, your problem once you buy it. I'm sure you can upgrade. Unfortunately, the company that built them are now out of service. And they were for the, apparently they were Old Republic stock.
You wanted phones, you got phones.
He didn't mind, he made a profit. You just have a few unhappy customers.
Yeah. That's life.
After he knows what I'm doing, or I've told you basically I'm going to go the other direction, try to take as many forces with me as possible. I go, I will tell my Grace's captain that I'm providing decoy for the team. Whatever happens to me, wish me well.
So does anyone actually tell the captain that it's illegal, that you're providing security for a criminal enterprise?
Later on, once I get information from these two about exactly they got us into, I will tell Captain Sandemo that we'll be running our own covert investigation around town because we picked up confidential information that may be related.
Sorry, try not to interrupt you.
Yes.
Thrawn assigned this to us as being an objective and uninvolved party. Therefore, we might be able to request things from his investigation, like perhaps Mark's sword, in pursuing the investigation that Thrawn has assigned us.
The sword wasn't part of the investigation Thrawn's
Is it?
assigned you. It's a new investigation you opened with him.
Okay, alright.
The other thing is, I don't think
you're
you
on
want
to
Thrawn to see
Yeah.
that sword because then it'll go into his collection.
It's true. If Thrawn knew that sword, he'll take it.
Yeah, but we don't have to tell him about the sword. We
No.
just have to tell him
There's
there's evidence. Yeah.
Yeah, but he might.
You're on a certain line of thinking. Might have to come back to this.
Yeah, but
Well, instead of treating it like that, we can just ask him that since he's given us this special investigation, if he could let Sandema know to give us access to the evidence so that we could further our objective
That would be good for
inquiries, and just so happens that in the evidence that they send over, Piper's blade will be a part of it.
Would you like to spend a force point to get a suggestion on how that would work?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't spent one today. I'm prepared to spend
So
one.
you spend a force point.
How dead are we going to be later?
Instead of that request, you could always request to take ownership of the investigation, which is currently in Sandemo's lap, at which point the evidence gets transferred to you.
We like
Well,
Sam.
since
They know
it
we
occurred
wanting to
on,
like us more.
He's about to get embarrassed completely.
Will that embarrass him?
Mark's about to embarrass him completely.
Yeah, so
He will start to
In
seem
3 days.
confident, and we can then
Yeah,
request
that would be a good
control
idea
of
since
the
it actually
investigation
occurred
from
on
him.
Ranger
It would be
property,
more
not
likely that we
Imperial.
get it.
remember, I'm not an official ranger, so it's going to be good in some.
It's a bit tricky, and I feel bad because I actually really like Sandemo, and I feel really bad that we're doing this to him. But we would be able
So-
to easily get the.
It'd be worse if we did it the
investigation.
other way. That's what I thought. I can see.
just clarification. Why would he be embarrassed? Because
Because
of
Mark-
going to Mark's party, not party, which could actually be a party, depending on how the dice roll.
He would.
They
See,
could.
if we send him to the Java party,
Mm,
well, I see in my eyes that so much things that we want to do won't be able to get done.
yeah,
So I'm trying to do this for the best
you're
of
setting up
I'm taking
the
the pain.
Church from Hell party.
I'm taking in the pain for this because I feel if I send it the other way, it's going to be more pain for every kind of thing we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes, and considering that I'm not part of any, except for my boyfriend. I'm not part of any really kind of quest at the moment.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
So what I'm saying,
Yeah.
So
in a sense to that, I might not be clarifying myself. If you take him to that party and we could, I don't know, slip a Mickey in their punch so that they're all off their faces anyway and preaching God, and getting closer to God for that, then technically you have given San Demo a win. He's busted a bunch of these religious people hiding behind their sanctimony things to break the law. So,
Well,
it's not going to be a bad call for
And
him.
believing in an invisible person.
You could arrange for the service that's happening there to have snacks that are laced with drugs that you can source from Marketplace.
I'm
Yeah.
not hearing that.
No,
I think that's a really perfectly good solution. He gets his bust. A bunch of religious people get crying jail for a few days before they get told to behave
Khaled's going
themselves.
to get a cup of coffee.
And we get
are you
money
telling Kayana this?
to...
Yes.
Kayana's gonna be against it.
Yeah.
And we get...
Why?
Because you are
That's my badge.
drugging in innocence.
No, if anything's
They-
going to kill
They're
them.
religious.
But still, it's not
Zealots.
morally
Okay.
okay.
How about instead of drugging innocents, we just put medicinal herbs in there and explain to them that there are medicinal herbs in there and it might make them feel light and fluffy. And they'll voluntarily eat it.
Piper puts her hand up towards you.
I have
and
the
Piper
presence
uses
and
her-
the willpower to pull this off.
Piper's got to use an intelligence here of 3 and saying basically, but how can we make sure this doesn't come back to us, the tracking of this supposed enhancing the performance of the churchgoers?
I
These
would...
natural supplements.
Yeah.
Just-
They're gluten-free.
Considering
Gluten-free, yeah.
Considering there was an investigation about a previous family that died due to some stuff that we did previously, and there might be a kind of...
Can you remind me which family died?
Oh yeah, that was earlier mentioned.
That there was a family of 5 who ate at a restaurant nearby that got food poisoning and died.
And how is that related to us?
Your droid paid for the busboy to lace the wrong meal with poison.
So, technically, our group aren't in trouble, B1's in trouble.
Technically, the Rangers aren't in trouble.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no.
But I'm just saying this out, and I'm saying this out loud to both of you, saying,
Yeah.
do you really want more heat coming back on us when we already have enough heat?
No,
That's the thing. Is like that's very easily it could be.
It could escalate quite out of hand.
Oh yeah, and
This is already out of hand. Let's not
and I
add another
say,
hand.
knowing my skills with getting things out of hand, do we really want to put any more pressure on Piper?
Well, no, it's not about putting
Okay.
pressure on you.
So what's your intelligence?
3.
3. Let's see if your actual background check on the church after telling San Demo where it was and what events actually happening there. Okay, you actually succeed quite admirably. Okay.
Martin, I put a suggestion in the chat.
Yeah, what was the suggestion?
The church is the base for alien extremists.
Yeah.
I actually have something else in mind for this one.
No,
So-
I'm happy to go with where Martin goes this one.
So, as you're doing the research, the place that you gave San Demo is actually the funeral service for the 5 family members.
Oh!
Oh, darn.
And a big chunk of the local area is going to be there to pay their respects, including Chad Hardwick, who was in the restaurant at the time.
Hey, Pete, you
Can we not
monster!
find a different church?
Not only did
He
you
already
kill
gave
them,
the
you
details
also
to-
arranged their funeral.
Okay.
Because he gave details without actually looking anything up.
Can we do the details in the church's
Basement?
basement or in one far dark corner of the
Well,
cemetery?
they're having a big...
Reception or anything afterwards.
Oh no, it's a big service because it is 5 family members and it is one of those
I was gonna say,
sorrow
all
of
the
the
church leaders are gonna
city
be down
thing.
there with the casseroles and the coffee.
This is not going to go good.
There's quite a few officials there.
This is not going good. I can see myself in jail, so I really can. Because I'm going to be coming in a rave outfit going, joined the Empire with my acting cohort sitting there. I'm in a rave outfit with. Oh no, it can't. This can't go. This can't go. Oh.
Well, that's why we're brainstorming here about
Yeah.
So
possible ideas.
it's now 2 days out from the rave and the
From the rave and the funeral.
rave and the funeral. When you find out this information,
Look, if I'm in, and I just go. So look, if I'm in jail, I'm in jail. It just has to be. It's nothing I can do about this now. This is what's done is done. I said, I'm doing
So
this.
your plan, as you currently see it,
Is-
step by step.
My plan is to go there in my rave outfit that I've got from the propaganda team, and open the doors, going, oh, where's the rave? Then all of a sudden I have a code word probably from Sandimo saying, which a communicator of some sort, I'm sure, which I do the trigger word. I can possibly say, well, hey, I'm trying to think how I can say, hey, I've been given fake information or something like that, but I'm not sure if I can pull that one
okay.
off.
So while you're thinking about all these
See,
things,
Where are you getting the shirts delivered?
to the ranger office.
Yeah.
And so Kayana gets a message from Sandimo
Yeah.
saying you should probably drug test your consultant because he gave a funeral for family of 5 as the Jawa rave. And you know, full details of everything, including all the Imperial officers who are in attendance of this as a
Was that
sign of respect.
Him.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
that he gave as the rave. Yes.
Okay, I say to Sandimo, can I consider the previous request as void, and I will follow up with my consultant about this?
Yeah, so he's going to put a hold on this until he can find out details. He's put out word himself.
Okay.
But obviously a church full of mourners is generally not a great thing to assault
people
with.
grieve in different ways.
I would say, unfortunately, my consultant in the past has had a history, a brush with some issues with alcohol and maybe thing where she mixed up the idea of going to a quote-unquote party was actually a memorial service. So I am going to see about getting her some additional help and maybe some therapy.
So you're going to call double bluff and say she's wrong.
So Sandimo gives you a list of an Imperial therapist droid.
Yep.
As well as
therapist droid. You hear that?
as well as a weekly drug and alcohol
It'll be
test.
B1.
B1
A weekly drug and alcohol test. I thank Sandimo so much for his service. And I say,
and he recommends
That's
docking Piper's pay for a week
You
for
have to
the
win
costs
that.
involved
Weigh
of
that.
the operation so far.
absolutely, totally understand. I will
Take it out of
handle
your
this
TV show.
internally. Thank you again for
I'm not
reaching out to
sufficiently
me,
paid for
and
that.
hope to be in contact with you for
You didn't
future
ask how much you
investigations
get
soon.
either.
He agrees.
I say, while I have you on the line, the investigation of the person who came into our sector ranger office, would we be able to take over that investigation since it is on our home turf? We kind of feel a little bit.
Well, he was trying to be the impartial person for it because it was so close to home.
Yeah.
But if Thrawn agrees, he's happy to pass it on to you guys because he's already interviewed quite a number of Wookiees from the dance video that
That
Piper
would
was
be
in.
extremely helpful.
He has no match for the hair sample so far.
Okay.
Wet
Um,
whoopee contest.
Yeah. I would say to him. I think we have a couple other details from other pending investigations that I think this information from this investigation would assist with.
Are you
So,
prepared to share a few pixels if they're not all gone?
Yeah.
There's only
Bricks? Do you mind parting with your drink?
You may.
I just need a bit of
You may drink away.
So yeah, if
I've got sugar
he
if you
still
want
wants me to get permission from Thrawn, I'll get permission from Thrawn.
Well, he's happy to fill out the
That's me
form,
who's going
just as
to
long as
spend
Thrawn signs it, which I'm
10
sure he
minutes.
will.
She
Though he'd rather you
identified
clear
that
some of
those
your
nerves
tasks
will
as
be
well.
there, so. She understands how severe that feels.
He doesn't like people being a bottleneck.
Absolutely. I tell Sandimo thank you and that we will be in contact soon.
There is.
Not to say
there
I
is-
ever
there
turn
is-
down lollies.
There is spinning.
Okay, so yes, he is more than happy to.
Oh my god, I love those.
Cupcakes.
Way too much sugary death for me.
You gotta be careful. I might pseudo marry Mike so that he can be in a normal relationship while he pursues other guys relentlessly, but cooks and shops for me.
Oh, you don't want my cooking.
So when do we get these
You think I could
weekly
restaurant
drug and
fry?
alcohol
Oh, yeah.
tests?
Well, he has a good reputable doctor that he guarantees can't be bribed
Cool. I put that
and can actually make it hurt if you ask him to.
Ooh, cool. I will put this information on file. It is on the computer system for B1's information. Whenever
Wait,
he's
what
able
was
to
it?
come on board.
It is a droid psychiatrist as well as a incorruptible nurse slash
Well, you can't
blood
look it up.
taker who
I
will
just want to see when they find out who I really am.
basically collect blood samples without taking bribes.
Just a question.
Ooh, blood samples though.
If Piper ends up seducing yet another person taking care of her, while she's giving her blood tests and stuff, will that give her a second Fabio?
Quite possibly.
But she's going to be seducing a droid.
I can't seduce a droid. I don't.
Well,
I'm sure you can try.
No, but if you,
Think of it as a
it has
reputation.
I wait till I get told about this and then I'll put my concerns up then. But
So yeah, as soon as I hang up with them, I called both Piper and B1 into the room with me, and I will say to
It's working, but there's a crack through it.
yeah,
okay, so I'll come down. Okay.
yeah, and so
So how's things? We
stop talking to people.
Unless it's us.
You need to have your comms on you so that when we talk to certain persons, yes, stop breaking your shit. You are responsible for this.
okay.
I know responsibility is hard for you, but we gotta grow up sometime.
Okay, gotcha. Fair enough.
I just got off the phone with San Diego. And the raid is off. The rave is on. But San Diego does not know this, and he will not know this. He is not invited.
At this point, you owe her a big favor.
Mandalorian,
I
shots fired.
this is when
I'll do the same thing, but anyway, it's okay.
this is when I will tell B1 about the droid therapist and nurse that Sandimo offered, and I have put the information on file, keeping in mind that this nurse will take blood samples.
Do I know about my different blood things yet, or was that
No,
me?
not that
You
much.
you don't know.
I know, that's what I was.
Yeah.
But so your leader and your boss know.
But you know, so you both don't.
You sort of think the droid is more of Piper's boss than anyone else.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fair.
Piper's not the droid's
So
boss.
Piper goes, well, that's fair. That's heat offer, so I can go with that. Cool.
So,
Am
Piper,
I
I appreciate.
am I suspended?
You are not suspended. You just have a week without pay, but you weren't getting paid that much in the first place.
Well, I could have been paid for my new soap opera. I don't know yet.
I'm not in charge of that pay.
But if you have any food troubles in the meantime, let us know. We'll get you what you want.
That's okay.
Piper, I am here to take care of you, but I need you to take care of yourself as well.
So no more rave outfits, you're saying?
I'm saying that maybe a little bit more tasteful next time.
And then you have a notification from Betty that a rather garish outfit has arrived for Piper.
No one's surprised
You're
by
even
this.
with.
Nice.
Well, we need to hide that outfit there.
I didn't say no. I just say next time.
No. We need to hide. Based on what you just told me, we need to hide this outfit to never be seen ever again.
So we'll say we'll take it later and then rob them of the dress so that they don't know it's gone.
We accept the dress, but we just don't wear it.
But if you don't wear it, there will be questions.
Well, I only asked. I didn't. Wasn't a part of my original deal.
Okay.
It was
If you
just
think you can slip out of that
I
without
could look.
burying us all
I'm sure
10
Piper
feet
can slip
down.
out of anything.
Yeah, alright. Might have it altered, maybe.
Yeah.
Everyone at the table has, so you're following up this mysterious space parts. You're,
And a package.
yeah.
I'm really just waiting for my soap opera to start and help me out where I can.
Okay, so you've done the deal. What information did you trade that for?
No, so I was.
Propaganda.
Just for extra t-shirts to give to the Jawas.
Plus the pimp me outfit.
Well,
This is all just for outfits.
So she's doing this all for clothing? There's no...
Yeah, that's the only thing.
For the rave.
Again.
Oh, yeah, so she wasn't doing anything to help the rave
No,
function better?
No.
Or...
no, this is just like being like...
Oh, Piper. I tap you on the back and say, we really need to have some chats. We really do.
And so when Betty brings up the garish outfit, as she points out, it does stand out and sing out, "I am for the Empire" with its color scheme and look. And the back panel has the full color display, true color. Apparently, it's quite expensive suit, and she says it even comes with tracking fob and communicator built into the suit.
So you cannot wear that suit while we're on mission?
I can't wear that suit ever again. Did I try it on or not?
No, but it was custom made for you.
So I will not be wearing that ever in my entire life. It stays in my cupboard only. I should make a cupboard for clothes. So.
You do.
Yeah. Next to my bounty hunter's outfit I can't wear anymore either.
Your bounty hunter jumper.
So,
It's just
Are we-
whatever.
Yes.
now at the point of the... Yeah.
Yep. So yes, you get to the day of the rave.
I suggest that I stay home. Based on certain activities, I'm happy to stay home. I'm happy to work with Betty on anything she needs hands with around the place.
She gives you lots of cleaning duties.
Weren't
I
you
don't mind.
promised as a dancer, though?
What?
Weren't you promised as a dancer to this rave?
I don't think I need to be anywhere near this thing, considering I've got enough problems, concerns going forward.
I'm just saying,
But they-
I promise. Could someone grab me a solo from the fridge, please? They're in the second or bottom drawer.
If you ask us, can I take you aside? So I'll take you aside, away from everyone. Even I've got probably a droid following me.
Yes, please.
I'm sure I just assume there's always a droid in earshot of you.
Okay. When I was a bounty hunter, while we were all doing our little skill sets, and I had to do a bounty for Jawas, I went to a Java rave, and I might have
It's heavy, but yeah.
used the rave to take some Jawas down to finish my bounty. So I don't think I should really go based on that. There might be some Jawas there that might have seen me on the night that I was at the other thing, and I just didn't want to cause any more problems. I think at the time I thought, I'd be fine, but I'm realising that my thinking recently has been a bit off-centre, so I think it might be best for me just to help around with Betty for the night, and just to have somebody back at the office just in case.
With your comms on.
Keep my comms on, and I might get eBay to look at fixing up the glass screen on it. So
Okay. I
Yeah.
pointed at you and I was like,
So you see how you see Piper's just going, oh, okay. After yesterday, had a thought about it, going,
so
yeah.
are you starting to see how maybe things affect other things?
I feel that I am a bad luck icon still, but I'm getting there. Okay.
Your luck will turn around if you just don't move.
That's what I'm saying here.
Okay.
Please.
So, you're on the day of the rave. There's still on the news the 3-day vigil for Captain Fabio is still going with out front of his office. It's growing to 50 female followers.
I mumble something under my breath, which is not available for this PG session. So but I'm just going mopping the floors, cleaning up, getting the views.
So we haven't got any reports back yet about Fabio?
Not yet.
So I'll just keep doing activities, cleaning whatever I have to do, putting paper filing away for Betty, just keep myself busy while trying to watch the news, because if I see, I ask Betty to turn off if she can occasionally. So.
Okay. So yes, your marketplace picks up all the t-shirts. He says that they'll do great for wrapping material.
And for target practice.
Yep.
Oh,
And rags.
before the raid at the office, am I able to file any paperwork that kind of indicates should Marketplace be picked up in any police action that he's actually a confidential informant?
You can. I'm happy for you to spend a force point to do so.
Okay.
So, Marketplace is now your confidential informant.
This just means that having told him that, but should he be picked up, he will be listed as a confidential informant for the Rangers.
Okay.
That's if they can tell one Jawa from the other.
That's the thing.
Well, they all have IDs, just that they don't always carry it with them.
Yes, and guess what?
The
All
idea
the
would be like a
Jawas
big
attending
Jawa.
the raid are Marketplace.
Just look for the Jawa with the big head.
Okay. So yes, and he gives you final directions on how to get there.
Okay, I've received the directions via hello call.
Well, he does it in person. He doesn't do that by call because
okay.
giving directions
track.
to that on call, that's just crazy.
Right, okay, well...
Which is why he shows up to pick up the t-shirts.
Right, okay, yeah.
Do the Bantha one, alright?
This is a
Yep.
whereabouts is the location of the raid?
Okay, so it is
Sophisticated.
the easiest entrance to get in for you guys is about 3 streets over through one of the back sewer grates. They like to hide things where no one can find them. So they have set up a keypad access with your birthday as the code.
Okay, so
eBay's birthday. So you don't have. You just have to say you input your birthday. You don't have to actually state
Cool.
it.
You're the space version of a Capricorn.
No, it's Virgo. I'm a Virgo. So punch in. Have
You get everyone to come with you.
Sorry.
You get everyone to come with you.
Yes.
Okay.
I refuse to stay out of that.
Piper stays, and
I'll be on comms.
Does B1 go to a Jawa raid?
Oh, so the raid is on now. We've got there. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
You there, Dave?
nope.
He may be on mute.
Yeah.
No, he's not on mute. He may just be not able to hear him.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes. I'm assuming until we hear otherwise that B1 is not going to a Jawa raid because that sounds like his worst nightmare.
Quick question.
Yeah, he'll end up being part of the raid.
Yeah.
I assume that this is not an official.
It would be considered
What were we
a.
called again? Rangers. It wouldn't be an official ranger capacity that would be doing security at this raid.
I would say, I would talk to the Rangers beforehand and say this is a undercover investigation.
Yeah. Therefore, I gather that we all pick our own clothing out. And
So you did get the job because you were rangers.
I will.
That's true.
So you can
So,
technically.
like, we can wear our ranger gear while also technically stating it's an undercover operation, but not really. It's
Yeah.
like,
You
It's
still
a
do
whole-
you still,
and
you
the
still,
whole thing is, if
whole thing.
All
if
I
people
was,
get out of hand, you can quite easily arrest them under the grounds of
Okay.
illegal activity.
I may suggest that if you want to know about rave costumes, I have a bit of history of this.
I don't need.
I think you have one on hand.
Not that one.
Um,
But if you want some suggestions, if you want to go undercover, I can give you some suggestions.
Unsurprisingly, because she's a little bit weird in many places and she deals with animals, They're is into like goth and steampunk and rave type stuff because she's already got the blue streaks in her hair and
Yep.
all that sort of thing. She's an alternative
Don't worry
thing,
about
so she's got plenty of wardrobe. I just was wanting to say that she would dress down in part.
I would say,
in,
can I have 2 volunteers to dress down while the other 2 and me go in uniform?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Well, you only have 4 uniformed people.
So it'd be. Oh wait, no, it's
You got Jara and 4 you guys. B1.
Khalid and Kakia, and
And
then
then you 2.
Oh wait, yeah.
There are only 4 of you
Okay.
that is.
Would you prefer
The
me
other,
to wear
the
uniform?
other 2 of us are
No.
consultants. So.
I just
Oh,
thought if we're doing a rave
You
party,
put
being there as rangers, supervising an illegal event would be bad.
two in dress down, 2 in uniform. We could do it that way.
Okay. Well, I'll dress like I'm a raver.
Yeah. So Khalid or Kakia, who else?
I'll be dressed as a ranger.
Okay. So Kakia gets to dress up too.
Go Victorian goth vampire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
We're not wearing our standard ranger stuff because
No.
even security, we don't want to be known or associated with this.
Yeah, that's why I
Everyone
suggest
after
gothic
I
vampire
try not to
garb.
have too much sugar, but it's appealing.
You definitely
You can peel off
won't
the
look
icing
like
if
a
you want.
police guy dressed up as
That's the best
a
part.
vampire.
I'll just go for
Yeah,
boring
what if I do? I
security.
hate the icing.
Really?
Yep.
But Ross is already going for boring security.
Yeah, but that's the best way to blend in.
Technically, if you dress up as a ranger, you probably get a lot of attention at this illegal party.
Well, I'm going dressed as ranger because it was marketed that there is ranger security.
Oh, okay. So they regularly have ranger securities at these illegal events.
No,
Not
he
really. That's why it's
arranged
weird.
it.
Your
This is
I
what-
had to promise.
This is going to be a bit idea.
See, you know,
I
when,
had to
you know when
promise-
contractors make
I
promises.
had to
when they
promise
do.
security as
No,
well as.
I get that, but us coming to them, if we get seen by Imperials, that we're, especially if Sandemo just happens to have an extra look around the city, and he spots one of us dressed in Ranger Guard,
We are
Bouncing.
consulting our informant and in regards to other ongoing investigations.
okay, alright, as
Plus, it
long as
doesn't
you
mean
got
you
a...
can't gather evidence and report it to San Diego of here's what happened, but we just gathered evidence. We didn't actually arrest anyone.
Being,
Yeah, so
being costume up
it could be
wasn't-
we're
Yeah,
building,
to the
it
fact
could be
that
we're
we're after
building
the
a case.
investigation.
the consequences.
Yeah,
of
we're,
looking
it
at.
could be we could be building a case without charging is what we will say
Yeah,
if others question us.
Because you don't want to arrest
well,
without
that's
evidence.
more kind of what I was trying to figure out.
Like, what do we do about
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
do we costume ourselves, or do we come up with a viable story?
And from
or
what you found out from
do we just
Marketplace
shoot
is, if anyone else but a Jawa shows up, they're going to assume that they're with the security.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because Jawa waves generally are Jawas.
So at the rave,
So you,
tunes are pumping.
you finally get there. You get there before everyone else shows up.
And
Because Marketplace made sure you were one of the first to arrive because you were one of the
Yeah.
side attractions.
Oh.
And you see that they've got basically the equivalent of a stadium-sized area in an aqueduct.
it's suitable.
Oh, I finally remembered who those people were that I was going to dress up like. The mods in what's his name with their shiny stuff in there, bits of
Metal.
Oh yeah.
Goth metal.
yeah, I didn't think it would be considered steampunk, but my brain's like, say steampunk.
Well, excuse me.
And I'm like, that's not what we mean. He's like,
So-
explain it later.
So yes, you see the space. It's a big open space, multiple entrances and exits. So very hard for anyone to lock it down and say come charging in, because there's no way they could cover every entrance.
Not as big as my last concert, but it'll
Hey.
do. It'll have to do.
Okay, eBay, since we're the roadies, where do you want this stuff set up?
We'll put the
Marketplace has this big section set aside for you.
we'll put my DJing kit up on the stage, facing the front.
You can see about 40 odd gambling tables already set up. You can see that they have a couple of vehicles coming in carrying weaponry for some of the stalls,
I'm going to be moppy up. I'm going to be Cinderella. Okay. Yeah.
as well as a whole bunch of other Jawas streaming in, setting up their own stalls. There is a used droid lot.
That might come in handy later.
Also a droid part slot right next to the used droid lot.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Glade is not coming. Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't know if B1 would want to go to a whole bunch of Jawas, but at the same time,
I think you would too, yeah.
You would wanna go.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad he's not listening right now. But
I believe he's listening.
I
Yeah.
probably, no, we're on comms. You probably tell us how the comms, so yeah. Has he said anything?
I'm just checking. Where's F to pay respects?
oh, that was when he was talking about the funeral.
So, yeah. But I will, after a while, I might just say, home calling, remote team, how's it going?
I see.
And you don't hear anything because you're underground, and you don't have comms to the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because we haven't paid our phone?
That's it. Next session, you're going down. I was going to be nice to you, man.
I was gonna say pick on Mark Night, but isn't every night pick on Mark
Oh,
Night?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually Mark's going to crack. So.
Yeah, you try to contact the team, and the team's out of service range.
That's fine.
Your Imperial cred has run out. Please reach out.
I just say... Oh, don't worry. You're going to get yours when you come back to Canberra too. Don't worry. So,
He's got time to plan his revenge already.
what do you plan his revenge already?
Yeah, he's stuck in a bed and
Is this where you
resting
start
up.
threatening to break the other leg?
He's got an incredibly
all I was gonna
creative
say,
mind too.
First floor's clean, worked on second. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I was going to say.
So you get all these messages. So you leave a message on their systems.
Yeah.
So they'll get all these messages by the time they come out.
Hey,
Ding! Message for you.
There
Ding!
might be a
message for you.
picture. There might be a picture of me wearing the outfit later, but if I get really bored, but it just depends if B1's
With the Imperial tassels?
yeah.
Okay.
You might see a was it risky business kind of thing when he flies across the floor? You
Oh,
might see the
gosh.
same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So, not long after you get yourself fully set up, you see that there's probably a couple of thousand Yawa here.
Holy shit.
All talking very fast, very quickly, and all getting very excited at eBay as well as all the various other stalls. You can see that there is quite a few things up for grabs.
I could make some gambling money by selling autographs.
Of
My autograph. I'm DJ
Of course, you sell one, and the next person replicates it and keeps selling those.
Bastards.
It's Jawas after all.
Yeah.
And by the time you sold your second one, you realise that someone's undercut your price and your autographs out everywhere.
Wouldn't take long, no.
Hmm.
You rang Sam Demo, and how did you convince him not to turn up at the raid?
because he figured out that
It was a funeral.
It was a funeral.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
got
figured
it
out
mixed
it was
up
a
with a funeral.
Yeah, and then I provide the wrong information, and I should be looked into as a
Yeah, and
psychologist.
you've
kind
been
of.
scolded, yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, a reprimand for giving bad information.
Yeah.
And yes, so it seems to be going for a blast, and they're talking about the rave ending with the usual option of rare and exotic things.
What sort of rare and exotic things?
You don't know because that comes
They're
up in the
rare
option.
and exotic.
Okay, so
They're
surprise!
exotic and rare.
You have a 3-meter winged, poisonously farting tyrant to take home.
Would you like one?
No.
Can I speak to Marketplace to tell him that for doing all this, we really need a ship? It has to be a fast ship.
He says, well, he can guarantee a ship, he can't guarantee a fast ship.
Can I just say that the ship was going to be repaired in 3 days?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Do we really need a
Yeah,
ship?
we got our own
No,
ship.
I'm just thought, didn't know if you remember that.
No,
The main
forgot
thing
that.
you need to do is get the missing parts
yeah,
for
You
the
just
ship.
need that information. Yeah.
But at the rave, he takes you over to a few of his friends. Yuana is his contact up on the space station above.
Okay, Marketplace. I need information on.
He says he's managed to actually track down those serial numbers from those parts. He says he managed to pick them up. They managed to be bought from a squib on Korad named Slythor.
Sylthor. And squid.
Yeah, which is basically another small creature in the Star Wars universe.
Never trust squibs. They're always trouble.
He agrees. They're more thieving than the others have a reputation for.
Yeah, they make us look good.
Alright.
Korad, yes. Which is next up from Queen.
Oh, Korad. And I also need information on my tracking number ID10T 666 54321 1234 5678 910.
He says, yes, he's been looking into that for you and checking with each of the major starport controllers going through the sector. It has cost him a little bit, but you've managed to bring in people for his raid, so he's quite happy. He's making enough to make it worth his while. And he thinks it pinged in the Terrinoth system. And it pinged on a starship known as the Hail Me Light Breeder.
I knew they were connected.
How did we replace the legend this last time? Someone did it for
I
me.
did it.
I think it's, you take out the.
You take out the rubber at the top and rub it in.
Oh. Oh, okay, cool. I just need to find my dice bag. Did it end up with the dragons over there?
It did.
Yep.
Sorry.
I can get it easily.
I'm surprised it ran out so quickly, to be honest.
It's because of all that writing you're doing in each of the games. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm going to finish off this book way longer than I
So he said
estimated
it was-
would last.
Last pinged on the starship Hail Me around Terrinoth
In the Terrinoth system.
in the Terrinoth system. So it means we've narrowed down the Hail Me.
And how many was linked to something else as well, isn't
The Hail Me was supposed to be going to Darylin, or at least was entering through Darylin and then disappeared.
It was supposed to enter at Darylin and didn't register on their system.
Yeah.
So it's
So that means the last known area that we have that ship
So
is
it should have
around
Terrinoth come in here, but somehow it's
Ended
been
up-
linked
ended
over
up
there.
over there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But hyperspace
So using Apple Maps.
is sometimes wrong when like Apple Maps get involved.
Yeah.
and I'll just let you know my character is Galaxy Mapper, so I can help out with that later on.
And because I can at the rave, can I gamble 1,000 of my credits?
You remember that's rigged.
Oh, he knows. He's
I know.
addicted.
He's a very good gambler.
He's addicted.
Let me look up what's the best skill to do here.
Is he cheating?
I was gonna say.
Okay,
Well,
give me
I
a...
can-
It's a deception roll to see just how well you can cheat over the rest of them.
Can I use cunning?
Which is based on
It
cunning.
is based on.
So I have 5 in cunning.
Do you have deception and skill? Yes.
Deception 2, 5 cunning.
Deception 2. Okay, so you're going up against some of the high rollers.
I am a high roller.
You are a high roller.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you draw some of the best to your table. Does Katkia sit down with the high rollers? So does Stefan sit down?
Sorry,
Not properly.
I'm not going to mix working with gambling, so no.
Okay, so you're watching Fortune get laid on the table for this, and they spend a couple of hours playing on the table. Okay, so remove those two, those two. Let's see, so I move that to 1, and I remove those two. So yes, eBay seems to come out ahead with about $4,000 in credits.
Nice.
So I won 4.
You,
So I come back with 5,000? Or?
You put in 1,000 and come out with 4.
Oh, okay. Right.
So you come out with 4,000
Win 3.
and a couple of IOUs for some favors.
Yes. Nice.
So there is one guy who says his IOU says he'll break into any ship you need him to. And another guy says he will track down a rare item if you need it, depending on what it's related to. He specializes in sourcing hard to get droid parts.
Look at ideas in my head right now. I'm not there.
So he also says if you know any old droids still running, he's more than happy to give you another IOU because he does make money from that sort of thing.
I'm watching chat right now. Watching chat. Any response? No response to chat yet.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still listening, but
Still listening,
then
still
do
on the
we
call.
have something to fill him in on?
Oh no. It's alright.
So many options for him.
And then the auctions start. And so first thing up for auction is a crate of thermal detonators. It's got 10 of them in the crate.
What was that?
Guaranteed to be a splash on any scene, they say.
This is a blast.
Ah.
We'll just be exploding with fun.
So that generally ends up going for. Was it just looking at how much they normally cost?
They'll cost a bit.
So a single thermal detonator goes for 2,000. So that means that it's about 20,000. But considering how hard they are to get, the crate of thermal detonators gets picked up for 50,000 credits.
This markup is big.
It's black market.
Yeah.
And 2,000 per detonator is black market prices.
Exactly.
But very hard to get, especially through customs.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have a crate of death sticks.
What are death sticks?
Drugs.
Drugs from episode
Okay, yep.
2 of Star Wars.
Yep.
That Obi-Wan says you want to go and rethink your life. From that scene.
With the guy that was from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Says, if you're going to buy some death sticks, you want to go rethink your life.
Yeah.
So yes, so that ends up going for less than you expected, only 200 credits, because no one was really wanting to buy 100 doses of something that will most likely kill their clientele.
Would you say that they went home and rethunk their life?
Quite possibly.
Oh. He's coming. He always comes at the right times, I've noticed. Yeah.
He does come out
I've
quite
been
well.
paying attention for a while now.
I know, I thought you'd appreciate some of the comments.
Just quickly, so there was the great thermal detonators. Do you know what was after that?
Yes, the crate of death sticks.
Okay.
Just
yes,
put it.
sticks.
Just their drugs.
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 I think I don't know. Ice would be a nice, bit different version. Of that.
Think of a oxycodone filled
Probably
with
fentanyl.
joint.
Yeah, fentanyl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or fentanyl.
Not even. Death sticks are like an opiate that properly fucks you up.
And
Yeah,
amusingly,
fentanyl.
it is the low end of the drug spectrum.
You
So
find that
it
with
is the
Oxycontin,
cheapest and easiest to get drug on the market.
I cannot.
Just for general information, what they do is they get your oxy capsule.
Not
They
on
open
the
it up.
recording,
Oh,
please.
sorry, no, PG. Yeah.
No, I
Anyway,
just don't want to
very
discuss that sort
interesting
of
way
thing on
that they
recordings.
turn that into a very inadvisable thing to
Yes.
make use of.
So you just have to censor some stuff.
Sorry,
Yeah.
overexcited pain brain.
Okay,
no
so
filter.
the next thing that you see on the market is something that is fairly rare. Is a box of glitter stem spice from Kessel.
So we talking the drug spice? Okay.
Drug spice. It's a
The
drug.
thing is, spice can be used for beneficial and for.
Yep.
And that one goes for 10,000 credits.
Of course it does.
Well, it's twice what its normal rate is.
Hmm.
So it's not a huge markup on that one. But it is actually not too bad. And then you have the parts for a Z95 Headhunter that apparently crashed on the planet last year.
So they're auctioning off the ship,
The parts to it
the parts
that they
to the
recovered.
ship. Okay.
Okay, that's be interesting on how they managed to recover it without getting shot.
Well, it's taken them a year to get their hands on it.
The parts.
What was that, David?
Can B1 assess, assuming B1's there, sorry, I missed a few things. Can B1 assess whether that's the entirety of the parts?
Well, B1 could, though I thought B1 didn't want to show up to a rave with 2,000 to 3,000 Jawa.
Oh no, he said absolutely yes. He wanted to go.
Okay, in which case he was there and he can assess it. It seems to be the parts of about 2 to 3 of them.
I was looking forward to this point particularly.
So, you
I feel
you
like I've just been thrown under the bus, but okay.
Sorry.
so yes, you see
Sorry,
enough
not
parts.
sorry? No, you can.
Okay, so we're not security for the DJ, we're the security for the droid.
You do find enough parts for 2 to 3 headhunters, but not enough to assemble a single headhunter.
Is this parts that we also are needing to replace parts on our starship? Is it a
It's just a specialty item that's up for sale.
okay?
Yeah.
Because if you get these parts illegally, you don't have to register that you have a headhunter.
Oh, okay.
And if you say
So
build it off system, then no one knows you've got a ship.
technically, there's no great benefit for us to be interested in this.
Yeah, no for you, but maybe me.
Yeah.
Also worth it if I can assemble one.
Please have as
Where are
much
you going to store a
delightful and
headhunter?
chaotic fun that
Assemble
you
and
can have.
sell it.
Okay, so yes,
How much did that go for?
that one went for about 20,000 credits. You'd expect it to go for more, but it was, buyer's market for that one. There is someone who has the shipjackers have a Jumpmaster long range scout. Previous owner no longer needs it. Up at auction.
What is it? Jump Master
Long range.
Long
scout.
Range Scout.
Jump range, yep. So it looks like that ship there.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So for the people there, it's sort of a curved sort of ship.
Okay.
It's made by Carillion Engineering Corporation. The same people that make the YT series that the Millennium Falcon is based on. And it is a two-person vehicle. And that ends up selling for about 40,000, way below market value. But considering it wasn't legally obtained, it's still money in the bank for the person who got it. And the last thing up on the block is what appears to be a triangular cube that is a relic they picked up from somewhere, and it's going red at the moment.
I know it is, but I'm not there. So.
That they don't know what it is, so it's basically open season on it, collectible. And it's apparently got that they claim Sith writing, but other people claim Jedi writing, so no one really knows because no one understands either anymore.
So I missed the start of that. Was that clothing? That
A triangular cube. Sort
oh,
of
so
thing.
like it's a
Little
paperweight.
pyramid type thing.
Yeah, little pyramid type thing.
Oh, okay. So just decoration.
Mhm.
Yep.
I
Okay.
know what it is.
Oh, me too, but I'm not there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say I know what it is, but kind of would have absolutely no idea, no interest, and doesn't even
See, it's
raise
good why
concern.
Piper's not there because that could kind of have something happen and Piper would be close to it.
Yeah.
That would be
Curiosity,
interesting.
How does the bidding go? Because I know that could probably use as a bribery for Thrawn.
Yeah.
Okay, so that collectible goes for 10,000 credits,
We don't have that money anyway.
I don't think. we
and they do have one last item that just came in at the last moment. Appears to be a helmet, Mandalorian in style.
Does it appear to be on
An armorer's helmet. You recognize as from an armorer's clan.
So.
Okay.
Ross.
And Ross's character recognizes it as his grandfather's helmet.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm going to have a quick word to
Arcade
market.
and eBay are gambling, and have they won any money?
I won.
They did. Well,
I won.
he did.
Bet 1,000 and I won 3,000. So I have 4,000.
Yeah, probably won't cover the helmet unless they
Can
don't
I
know
go
what
up to
they've got.
market?
Yeah, you go up to market.
I would like you to buy that for me, thank you.
He looks at you and says he doesn't have that much money. That one is one of those Beskar items.
That belongs to my family.
Yes, well, you should probably bid for it then.
You currently don't have any money to do that with.
No, the thing is,
But
market
can you
has more money
trade
than I
something
do.
else?
Yeah, he's just spent a big chunk of his money
For us, yeah.
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So he invested a lot of money in his friend, and he won't have any money until after the auction.
Is
Can I?
are our income sufficient if we pool it together?
Can I use?
I think we
Does that mean I have
worked
convinced
Well,
Yeah,
we're getting
enough.
paid weekly.
It means you can swap some of your skills around to help you.
So convincing demeanour, which is right on there.
You can bring
I really wish I had room.
So yeah, you got convincing demeanour. Yeah, it's not on your talents list on this sheet here, so unless Martin's got up on the page there.
Let's see what I
Would
convincing demeanour. He can remove a black dice from deception or skullduggery checks.
Yeah.
So it helps you, but it helps you remove bad things.
Yeah.
So anytime you get setbacks on what you're trying to do, you can then use it to remove those.
Because you want to. So this is kind of semi-streetwise, couldn't it? Because you're bidding for something, don't you?
Well, in this case, you would be
It's-
doing
yeah, specifically doing an action
an
with the
action.
dice.
What kind of action?
Taking, like, replacing a purple dice with a black, or taking away black dice entirely, right?
Well, it takes away black dice.
Is this
convincing demeanour.
anything other people could assist you with?
Well, you see that there is a lot of interest in it because Beskar.
It's, but yeah, it's best.
But we all see Beskar, so.
I could use that to bring my car.
You could mount it down.
Yeah, if Ross doesn't kill you first, And if he gets to you after I pick
By the way, I am
him,
actually wearing the matching breastplate to it, but the thing is, I know that it's probably not fully Beskar.
Yeah, I have a distinct idea that in terms of
What's the opening bid?
finances,
They're opening at 1,000.
yeah, but it looks like
So they're basically personally upping it by 1,000.
collectively as a group, do we know of anything that Marketplace would value as much in return for
The whole ship.
the helmet thing?
B1 gets his blaster ready.
What if only because I know how much is for
Ross's character.
What if I begrudgingly
You can put it.
if I put a bid of 3,000.
Okay, yeah, he puts a bid in, and then I'll stand behind him and look menacing, and basically trying to scare off the any other ones bidding.
That's a good one. I like that one.
And I am going to use one of my talents, which is going to cost me some strain.
Yep.
I would like
Which
to assist you
is-
in looking scary.
So that is a
Which is
coercion
called
check.
intimidating.
Yeah, he has this.
So I want to make
Yeah, but
the
I was thinking
difficulty
as well, so
increased
if I
by 1.
You
Okay.
might have better chance.
I've only got 1 level of intimidating.
Well, I've got I think good cop, bad cop type.
So
Talents.
coercion has willpower as the key attribute.
Yeah,
I
which
have-
my willpower's at 4,
four.
which is
I
why
have
I'm seeing if
two.
there's a way
2,
to.
so that means that with you and eBay are working together, that's the base dice pool, and with your intimidating person behind you, makes it more difficult for the other people, so I'm actually adding it as a
So
bonus.
do we need eBay being the backup?
Yeah,
eBay is doing the action. You
Bid.
guys are
He's
helping.
doing the bid.
I'm doing
Okay,
the bid.
you're jumping in and.
And the people you're up against will be. I was going to put setback in there, but you have things that actually remove that.
So I couldn't help as well.
This
It's only
is
two-
you helping.
Oh, that's me
Yes,
helping.
you.
That's the
Okay,
3 of you
awesome.
working together for this one.
And that would be the. Which one of those talents would that be?
Okay, so I'm going to take those 2 out. I am going to. Let's see. So. That one. So we end up with an interesting result. Anyway, so I can take those 2 out and leave that as that. Taking out that. So you don't end up winning the bid, and unfortunately, with the despair, you don't actually know who won. In all the confusion and everything going on, most people were looking towards Khalid, standing there looking intimidating, and next thing you know, it's sold for 10,000.
Wow. It was a slim chance.
Let's try.
Just because I'm trying to teach myself so I don't use stuff. What talent was I using?
You were using
Or
your
just
willpower.
using my willpower?
You're adding
No.
you're adding your willpower to eBay's coercion roll to Khalid's upgrade.
Okay. When do I use talents? Not for rolling dice, I'm guessing?
Some help the dice, some give
Okay.
you actions you can do which you can't do otherwise.
Okay.
Such as the intimidation is something that Khalid can do, which the others can't.
Okay, yeah.
See,
Whereas, say, good cop,
I
bad
can-
cop would be...
I can use my deception instead of coercion. this
And-
time.
Yeah.
And I've got a thing called shortcut, so I can add a blue dice to any shortcut or any checks on escape or something. So yeah.
Okay, so yes, the helmet disappears rather quickly, and as the place breaks up, you have no idea. You lose sight of Royal.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns up in Thrawn's art gallery.
He
I
had all
wouldn't be
of our
surprised.
other gear.
It's art gallery.
Hang on, was it already in Thrawn's gallery?
No, the breastplate.
No, the breastplate was.
Okay, sorry.
The breastplate was in the
Smugglers thing.
Yeah,
and-
smugglers.
Yes,
And
then
then
it
it
ended
turned
up
up
in
in
the
the
gallery.
Bring
gallery.
it up. Then Thrawn was showing it off
Oh
in his
yeah,
art
and then he
art
gave it to
gallery.
us.
That's why I just thought I'd ask. I didn't know if that was one of the things that came up in the
Yeah.
thing. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's
Okay.
okay.
So yes, you end the session with all the Jawas scattering in different directions, yammering excitedly about what a fantastic rave this was.
So their rave was less about jumping up and down and experimenting with drugs than just having a black market sale.
That's basically what they consider
Yeah,
a rave
That's
because
what I'm
it's
saying.
trade.
You haven't been to a rave before. All it is a bloody market sale.
And so music, talent, and
Yep.
the big thing about it was they get to have a family meet where they get to trade and sell and trick each other
Yeah.
without the interference
So instead
of
of
authorities.
reunion, it's called rave.
They called it a rave.
Yep. Alright.
Beauty, a lot of messages on your.
And then when you come out, you basically get a huge amount of messages from Piper.
Hey.
I am annoyed yet slightly relieved that she is still where she's supposed to be.
I'm just clean. You might have a video of me doing
Like
kind of
the whole the whole risky business thing.
Yeah.
And what was that, Ross?
Taking care of
With the
No.
with Market, the information about those parts and that was that also coming from the same Jawa that sold the helmet?
It says he can check in on that, but the helmet was a last minute addition. He didn't have information on it.
Okay.
It was not on his schedule.
Yeah, because I suspect that he's probably the same person, or the same family that either found it or whatever.
Okay. I think that's
If you're able to find who actually purchased it, I
Yeah,
would be
Marketplace might be able to
indebted
track
to
that
you.
down.
He will try to see what he can do about finding that down.
Before they melt it down. If it's melted down, yeah, it's too late.
He will do what he can to find it down.
Yep.
I'm sure at the cost of eBay. Oh yeah, definitely.
Stop popping. It's good.
For once. That was fun.
And the last message you get is from the starport saying the ship is finally finished its service overhaul, disinfection, and cleaning.
Okay.
And I'm sure any remaining stains will just be your imagination.
Mm-hmm. I put in whatever paperwork and request to leave for off planet.
I'll help with paperwork if there's mountains of it.
By the afternoon. Yeah.
And that would be a good point to finish up for tonight because
Yep.
we are at 10:50.
Yep.
We managed to get in a fairly decent game. Did anyone have any questions before we finish off?
I was hoping maybe after game, sometime in the next 2 weeks, you might maybe go through some examples with me so that I don't get mixed up in the middle of game.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Not guaranteed.
The ship that's actually got holding cells and things like that in it.
It
Does it have a
can.
cargo area?
I will look at putting up some stats for you for next session.
Yeah, because I've got a sneaking suspicion the birds might have to go into holding cells.
Yeah, yeah, instead of a cargo area.
I'll just close the doors off and just
And
run through.
hopefully, well, I think knowing that if they feel hungry, they're going to attack each other. Ideally, if we could put them in separate cells of their own, that would possibly work out better.
Remember, we've still got them in the crates, so we just feed them and keep them till they're grown.
Yeah, but as
That's
far as I
message.
know, they're in a shared crate, so
They will eat each other.
we may have
Okay.
to separate them out.
So thank you very much for joining, guys.
Yep.
Hopefully you had a fun game.
See you tomorrow, Dave.
Tomorrow's maybe.
Yeah,
Okay, that's okay.
We understand.
you might have to engage in your misdemeanors by yourself.
I'm driving my first road train tomorrow.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
I do apologise. That's why I've been a bit absent tonight. I've just been doing massive amounts of planning for that.
Yep.
So
That's fair.
We understand that you have work and that's important, so if you ever need to drop out or miss a session, we'll understand.
Oh yeah. Is it an exciting thing for you though?
I've been working towards this. Is the reason why I moved to Mildura.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
Super exciting. Good
That
luck.
is in fact
Well,
really
drive
good
safe
news.
because I think it's going to be wet.
I'm driving to central Queensland where it is actually not raining at the moment.
Okay, just flooded.
No, the
Wrong-
area
wrong
is
side of the
sort of
mountain.
Yeah.
be happy with that. However, the property I'm going to may be a little bit moist.
Yeah.
Okay, so safe trip,
Yep, I'll see you on the Australian
and
truckers.
we hope to see you. If not, we'll understand.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to see him on the Australian truckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that get bogged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully not with David getting bogged.
Yeah,
No,
no.
they normally do stupid things like decide to drive off the road.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's kind of what I have to do to get to the property where I'm going. So thanks for the bit of comments there.
I meant it in a nice way, Dave. Alright.
You'll be
I will
fine.
have to onto a cattle property, into the middle of a giant cattle property. But yeah, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Good chat,
yeah.
Russ.
It's alright.
Well, you've got the drone to do the footage of it.
Road trains?
Outback truckers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty good.
So
Yeah.
have a good night, everyone, and
No.
thanks for playing.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
No.
Good night.
Bye.
Now putting that